Hey, stop right here. Don't go anywhere. You are especially welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Bbnaija and this right here is frankly speaking with Glory. I am the girl with the tea. I give detailed analysis of reality TV shows like Big Brother Naija, like Nigerian Idols, like The Voice Nigeria. You know, basically any reality TV show that actually interests you, it automatically becomes my interest as well. I literally carry on from my head. I give detailed analysis, I give detailed reviews. I run commentaries also because I want us to have fun. I want us to catch cruise. I want us to, you know, vibe to stuff like that. And reality TV shows are not the only kind of content that I put out on my channel. I also do movie reviews. So you see this Bbnaija of a girl, she's a very, very boring sport. Guys, for real. I am super, super boring. However, whenever I feel like passing my time, you know, just having my own fun, chilling, being in a zen mode, I catch up on movies, which I find very, very interesting or exciting. But also, guys, I love reviewing those annoying ones because, hey, we have to call them out. You cannot come and waste my data, you cannot come and waste my precious time watching some really annoying movies. And I also talk about trending social topics because, of course, this life has to be balanced, okay? It's not all about entertainment and fun all the time. We also need to talk about those serious issues that concerns me, also concerns you as well. You're about to have a blast on this channel. I also share my life experiences from time to time. Yes, that is when people ask me to talk about it. But people don't ask me to talk about it. Sometimes I do not feel the need to talk about it. I like keeping my private things private. But once again, you are welcome to my YouTube channel. And as I told you before, you are in the right space. Trust me, you will be so addicted to this channel. People are going to be asking you, what's happening with you? Are you okay? And hey, don't forget to turn on post notification, all right? That is the best way for you to always receive alerts of my videos. So you see what I'm doing on my screen right now, just do exactly that and you'll be cool. See ya.
Hey guys. You're welcome back to my YouTube channel. You're welcome back to another interesting episode of my YouTube live stream, our FSWG live stream. My name is Bbnaija, for those of you who do not know. Yes, and this is frankly speaking with Glory. I am the girl with the tea. And today's live stream promises to be very interesting because there's actually a lot to talk about, okay? But before I continue with the actual gist for today, let me first of all use this opportunity to welcome every single one of you to this live stream. You are absolutely welcome. Thank you all so much for taking out time off your busy schedules to join this conversation today. I really do appreciate it. I recognize the fact that this is a weekend and a lot of you have a lot of errands to run. A lot of you have a lot of things to do for yourselves, but then you still take out time to join this conversation. I do not take it for granted. Thank you all so much. So let me see who and who we have here today. Okay. Hi, Trey Mufat. Trey Mufat, you're welcome. Trey Mufat is always the first person on my live streams. Thank you so much for joining. Uche Paul. Hi, Uche Paul. It's a pleasure having you here again. Okay, so Trey Mufat is saying to talk about which of the past reunion of Bbnaija was good, presented, and talked on. Okay, I could do that. I mean, it's something I could definitely talk about. Okay, I'll do that, ma'am. Benezet, hi, Okafor Jane Cynthia, hi. It's always a pleasure having you on my live streams. Thank you so much for joining. Kimberly, hello. Adeniran Tosi, hi. Gloria, namesake. Samantha, hi, Samantha. Dorcas, hello to myself. Julia, Ndor, Tabot, Brown, Chioma, Keys. Hi, everybody. You are all welcome. But that's Shaggy Clips. Okay, that's an interesting name. You're welcome. Hi, Joseph Sunday, Olajumoke, Fi, Innocent, Epi, Tugama, Ida, Jessica Adai, Evelyn. Oh my God, you all are absolutely welcome. I am super excited to have all of you on today's live stream again. All right, so let me not waste your time. Let me first of all go into the first conversation of this live stream. It's about the Big Brother Naija housemates falling sick, making videos, or should I say their social media handlers making videos of them receiving, let me use Nigerian word, drips, yes, and putting it on social media, putting the day, putting the date. So it's looking like it's something that's becoming a trend, but I have a different opinion about it. White Money first did it, and then we had PERE, and then we had, is it Angel? And Emmanuel was supposed to actually make an appearance somewhere or do something, and then he said that he was not feeling too well. So trust our own, social media audience. Everybody would read meaning into all of those things, and then people would start drawing conclusions. And to be very honest, I felt like that at some point. Like, okay, why is everybody feeling the need to take a video of themselves that is via their social media handlers to put on social media when they are not feeling so great? I mean, can't somebody be sick in silence? Can't somebody be sick in peace? You know, so some people are saying that it's a trend that these housemates are trying to use that single move to kind of promote themselves and kind of get more gifts from their fans. Because for the ones that have actually put out videos of themselves already out there to show that, oh, we are not feeling well, or we're feeling probably sick, or we are boosting our immune system, I don't know, somehow it draws more gifts from their fans. But this is what I have to say, guys. The truth is, these housemates, they've had a very, very roller coaster ride whilst participating in the season 6 of Big Brother Naija. So it's quite natural that they fall sick. Let's say sick. Hey, Jesus Christ, English. It's quite natural that they fall sick. Jesus Christ. I was going to say asleep. It's quite natural that they fall sick after the show. But then, guys, this is kind of like the first time that we are seeing a major show of people of Big Brother Naija housemates, ex-housemates who are not feeling well and then feeling the need to put a video as evidence on social media. I mean, it's not like people are going to say that, oh, you're lying, you're not sick or something. People are definitely going to know that, okay, after that much stress that you went through in the house, let's just say mental, emotional stress, it's very possible that you will come out and you feel very, very tired, you feel exhausted, especially of course with the media rounds going up and down, having interviews here and there, having meet and greet, making appearances, even to travel all the way to different locations to receive gifts from fans. I mean, that's a whole lot of work, to be very honest, even if they're actually receiving payment for that work. But then, guys, I can also totally understand why people feel like it's a trend. And I don't think we should actually blame the ex housemates in question who are actually receiving these medications, these treatments. I think we should actually blame their social media handler because I mean anything these days is a trend. Anything is a movement. Anything any these days it's a move to actually draw more attention to these personalities that they are now. So guys, that is one. As I said, I don't think they're actually faking it. It might be that for real, they're actually feeling sick. But then another major concern for me is I think these housemates should actually go for a test because it doesn't make sense as well that after the show, White Money is breaking down, PERE is breaking down, Angel is breaking down, and then Emmanuel is also following suit to break down. I mean, for me, I feel like they should all go for a test and find out what the actual problem is. But White Money has actually recovered now. PERE, I think PERE is up on his feet as well. Angel, I think Angel is also up on her feet. But they should all go for a test and find out what's going on. Because even myself, I find it very, very strange and weird that it is after the show that all this breakdown in health is happening. So let me see your comments to that. Brown said, I wonder how intravenous infusions cure sicknesses. Hungry for love, funny guys. Well, it actually does. It depends on the kind of infusion that they're actually getting, whether they are getting vitamin C infusions or whether they are getting malaria drugs infusions. I don't know, but it actually depends. But it's quite, I think it's not impossible for these housemates to actually get malaria immediately come out of the house because inside that house, there's enough fumigation that have actually taken place in the house. The house is well sanitized. I think the environment in Biggie's house is even more sanitized than what we have in the outside world, the way they clean that house. And of course, whatever they do inside the house, when the housemates are instructed to go and stay in the garden. So it's possible. Miriam said they said it's for gift. Get well soon surprise package. I wonder. Hi, Dr. Omiwade. It's a pleasure having you here. She said, what the fans giving cross and they put so much money welcoming in. Yeah, they actually did. Julian is saying your hair is nice. Thank you very much. I'm actually removing this hair today. I'm tired. um, Evelyn is saying it was a routine checkup. They aren't really sick. Well, me saying that they are sick, it's what the social media handlers actually typed on their page. Okay, so it's not people actually speculating that, oh, that they are sick. No, people are not speculating. It is what they actually posted there, that, oh, they broke down, this and that happened. So whatever their social media handlers tell us, that is what we're actually taking, period. Brown is saying all for sympathy. Well, I don't know. Okay, Crazy Africa is asking what time is ultimate search starting today. It begins by 8 p.m. today. Don't worry, I'm going to talk about that briefly. I just thought I should quickly touch up on these housemates and their dynamics. All right, so that is one of those things that's been trending on social media. Another thing that has been trending on social media, I think since yesterday, is Boma's new statement about himself and Tega. I will need to drink water for that because that's a very huge conversation. So I actually did a video of Tega's interview with Tuesday. And I actually said a lot on that video. I explained my stance, I explained my position, I explained what I felt Tega was doing wrong, via our interviews. Because one would expect that um, after all that has happened, after all that has been said and done, the next opportunity Tega would have to grant an interview, she should utilize that opportunity properly to give clarity to her name, to clear her name, to make herself, should I say, appealing to the viewing audience of Big Brother Naija, because of course, at the end of the day, these people are the ones that will still help and assist her to grow a brand. Because the truth is, no matter what you do as an individual, and you say, okay, you want to grow your brand, you want to grow your brand, and you don't have people or an audience that brand actually appeals to, then what are you growing? So that was what I was thinking. But then Tiger had an interview with Chude, and she completely messed it up. She completely flopped that interview with more incredible lies, with more, I don't know. I don't want to call it complete lies, but she just brought more information that does not really add up. Everything is just contrary to the previous interviews that she's been having. Everything is just contrary to everything. And so I personally was questioning that, okay, who is Tega? Who really is Tega in all of our interviews? Could it be that this person is actually suffering from multiple personality disorder? What exactly could it be? She's having one interview, she's saying one thing, she's having another interview, and she's saying something entirely different. Who exactly is this person called Tega? That was what I was asking. That was most of the questions that I had. And then, was it yesterday? They were actually having a meal with some people. I did not see the faces of the person that they were having interviews with. And then Tella was saying with all pride that she thought Cece was the most dragged housemate in the history of Big Brother Naija, but she's the one that is now the most dragged. Like, it felt as though she was actually excited talking about it, like she was enjoying the attention. I mean, this is someone that came out to cry for forgiveness, and then the next minute she came out to boldly state that, oh, whatever I did it, blah, 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 unapologetic about it. And then aside that, this is the same person that she deactivated her Instagram account. After deactivating the account, she talked about, oh, people have been sending her death threats, people have been trolling her. And then aside all of that, She now reactivated the account again, just as quickly as she actually deactivated the account, and she came back with a bag, posting very, very fine, hot pictures. And then after that one, putting motivational quotes about blah, 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 the ladder I used to climb. After putting all those things again, now still going out, hanging out with a fellow ex-Shanghai housemate. And then they were having that conversation. And then Boma was saying, like it was kind of insinuating that he wished that the trolls would leave Tega and come and face him. And there I was. I was wondering, like, oh my God. So these people actually think that they are the center of attention at the moment. I mean, when you listen to what they say, all the statements they make, all these their crazy captions on social media, it's very hilarious because they think in their minds that people actually really give an F about what they are doing now. I mean, I'm talking about Boma and Tega. They literally think that people actually do have time for what they are on about. And it's very interesting because, when you sniff around social media, you check certain blogs, you check certain places, you don't really see anything trending about those two people, Boma and Tega, that is. You don't see anything trending about them. I mean, people are all about the MRO ship because, of course, they are shippers. They are seriously applying pressure to ensure that those two people, whether they want them to marry you, they've put up so many surprise packages. The only thing that is remaining now is for them to go and rent a cathedral in Lagos. See that biggest cathedral in Lagos Island? That's the only thing that is remaining for those MRO shippers to do. They should go and rent it, call a priest, hire wedding gown, hire groom's suit, get bride. In fact, they themselves, they are the congregation. Just set up a wedding venue and then dress up EMMANUEL and LIQUOROSE, bring them to the altar and then wed them up. That's the only thing that those shippers have not done, So social media space currently, with regards to anything that has to do with those ex-Bbnaija housemates, it's all about white money. It's all about Angel. It's all about Cross. It's all about the MRO ship. Who else? It's all about partially Nini and Saga. As a matter of fact, to be very honest with you guys, aside those people I mentioned, currently any other person that is an ex-Bbnaija housemate from season 6 is not really trending, to be very frank with you. None of them are really trending. So those people I mentioned, they are the ones dominating the social media space at the moment. And trust MROs, the show that they were giving inside the house, they're actually still giving the show outside the house because they understand the dynamics of the internet space. They understand how swiftly attention can actually shift from you to something else. So they are really putting up the show. When their fans come together to surprise them, they put up a show, they peck each other, they do all those lovey-dovey things, and their fans who look like, okay, let me just stop there. Let me not see what's on my mind. But then they really do put up a show. Sorry guys, I'm trying to get my network intact. Okay, so they really do put up a show, guys, and it's quite interesting how much most of these blogs, most of these news spaces, they pick up on all of those information because they are hungry for it, right? They need something to actually boost their pages. They need some sort of content, So the interesting thing, as I said, is that for Tega and Boma, they are actually not even trending at the moment. So when Boma was making that statement, when Tega was talking about I'm the most dragged, I'm the most hated, I'm the most this and that, I'm asking myself, who is actually dragging you? Who is trolling you? I mean, show us receipts. Show us receipts from your DM. Show us the last time somebody actually trolled you. Because when they come up to say things like that, I'm asking myself, do people even remember these two people anymore? I mean, if Chude had not even had an interview with Tega, to be very honest, I won't even remember that there was someone called Tega that actually participated in season 6 of Big Brother Naija, to be very honest. And that is how it is. As quickly as you rise to that level of popularity via Big Brother Naija's platform, that is just as quickly as you fizzle out into thin air. To be very, very frank with you guys, that is just as easily as most of these housemates fizzle out. And to be very honest, if Tega had not started with that thing about deactivating her Instagram account before the show ended, trust me, she wouldn't have trended. would not have even remembered that she actually participated on the show, because we will want drag, we don't drag. We will want talk, we don't talk about her matter. And we're over and done with it. But now, moving on to what Buma said. When Buma made that statement, I found it very, very interesting, because I just like, Buma, do you really want to have this conversation with internet trolls? Because if you really want to have that conversation, there's actually a lot of things that people can actually drag you for. So the question is Buma prepared for it? Because Tega is giving off the impression that people are dragging her, she's the most this, she's the most that. But then I'm thinking, Boma actually did a lot as well. And if people want to focus that energy on Boma, I don't think Boma is going to be able to stand it. It can even fall into depression, to be very honest. Because there's a lot of things people are going to start with. Oh, is it the fact that he disrespects women in the house, or whilst the show was on, he disrespected women? I mean, we saw that on several occasions when you have little issues with women, and the way he acts all aggressive. One would want to question who he really is, his personality. You'll be asking yourself, does this guy actually hit women? We saw that when Maria mistakenly poured food on him, I think was that, yeah, the week when he was head of house, the way he charged into the room to go and, confront Maria, it came across as very, very aggressive. And it felt as though he wanted to punch or do something. And then when he had that first altercation with Angel, it came across as though he was going to pounce on her, like he wanted to beat her up. And then the second altercation he had with Angel, it also looked as though he wanted to beat her up. Do you understand, guys? So when Mama was saying that yesterday, that, and he wished the trolls would actually, push away attention from Tega and focus on him, I just am like, Boma, your matter is very small, because if people want to drag you, there's a lot of areas to drag you from. There's a lot of things to use in dragging you, beginning from that part. And then there's the issue of, doing what you did with a married woman, knowing fully well that she's married, and then calling it a script. Guys, it's going to be a long ride dragging Boma. But I watched that video and I just ignored, because for me, put my energy where it matters. You see that Boma's conversation now, it's not going to happen, because it's very obvious that sometimes most of these housemates, they recognize the fact that time is ticking, time is ticking. Those who are big are big. Those who are the viewers' favorite, those who have the biggest fan base, they are drawing and dragging all the attention at the moment. They are drawing all the attention at the moment. And then those ones that don't even have a fan base, that don't even recognize if they have a fan base, or don't even know if they have a fan base, they are seriously looking for ways to trend. So guys, I just felt like Boma saying that, he's probably looking for a way to actually trend, because he knew that it was, whatever he said was going to find its way to the internet or to the social media space. So I just looked at it as that and said, okay, fine, let's just move on. Let's not drag Boma. Let me see your comments to that. So KG is saying the issue is Boma is annoyingly unapologetic and it won't help him. Exactly. Thanks, Mary, for the compliment. Crazy Africa is saying no matter how man come over to your side, let them know you are a married woman. Yeah, okay, no matter how a man comes to your side, let them know you're a married woman. Exactly. Ida Love said, I think Boma is looking for attention. Exactly, that was the same thing I said. Andrew just says, yes, they just want attention. Exactly, that was the same thing I said. Evelyn said, is it true that IG deactivated PERE's account? Yeah, I haven't really checked if the account is even back yet. Joy said, Yusuf is also trending in a way. Buma and Tiger thought we still have time for them. I think they are strongly looking for attention and endorsement. I think so too. Zolani said, Glory, would you consider Erica and Mercy relevant? Do you really want us to have that conversation? Okay, in terms of, should I say Instagram? Because to be very honest, when we talk about social media, especially in this Nigerian space, the only social media that people actually really recognize where relevance exists is Instagram. Let's just be very, very factual about it. Because talking about social media, people don't really recognize other ones like let's say TikTok and Snapchat to actually rate your relevance. I mean, let me give you guys an example. I've been in a situation where a brand wanted to talk to me and they were asking me how many followers I had on Instagram, and I told them, and they were like, and I'm like, what are people doing on for? So for most people, if they want to say, okay, you are a celebrity in this part of the world, or I'm talking about Nigeria now, or they want to say, oh, you are an influencer, the first thing they use to rate you based on that is your Instagram account. If you have from maybe 10,000 followers above, that's how they rate that, okay, you are popular. So, in answering your question, whether Mercy and Erica are still relevant, to be very honest, I don't think Erica is actually relevant anymore. Yeah, I think her time as one of the most talked about Big Brother Naija housemates has actually fizzled out. Yeah, I think it has actually ended because, to be very honest, even her show, her reality TV show that she started with MTV Base, I think she went into 3 episodes before the season 6 of Big Brother Naija started. And the moment the season of that show, the moment Big Brother Naija started, nobody heard anything anymore about her reality TV show. So for me, I felt like that was poor planning, that was poor PR, advice or whatever she got. So if you ask me, she's not relevant anymore for now. These new housemates, they're actually the ones trending back to back. Not all of them, even, just few of them that I mentioned. For Mercy, Mercy is still trending because every single day, or maybe most days of the week, there's one level of controversy or the other that she kind of creates, and it's working for her. And now she started her own reality TV show. And to be very honest, the show itself, I did not bother watching it, but the show has not been really getting any good ratings at all from people that I know that are close to me. 1 or 2 persons, anyways, that watched it. The show did not get any good rating from them. So I just like, okay, so why should I bother? So to answer your question, I'm just trying to be very, very I'm trying to be mild with my criticism, but I don't think they're relevant, in that regard. Just leave it at that. Oh my God. Nifemi said Nengi is still very much relevant. The bill will forever remain in the history of. Okay, see, these people, remember what I said. Relevance on Instagram that is deemed as the biggest social media, right? To be honest, even Nengi is not relevant anymore. When I say relevant, their names are not making noise anymore. It's like now when you mention Emma Rose, oh, Emma Rose's name rings a bell. White Money's name rings a bell. There's a lot of noise coming from those names. But, those other people, Mercy, Erica, Nengi, nah. Even Lekon, I'm sorry to say, Lekon is a winner. Yes, I like him, but I don't think they're relevant anymore for now. Let me see. Okay. No, I guess I want that call about my can you stay here, please? Exactly. Let me see. Okay. Joshua Joy is saying, I beg, I like Cross, Angel, PERE, and Emma Rose. Anyways, moving on to the next conversation. So, Angel put out some tweets and she was saying that some people are actually, is it sending her death threats about her relationship status, whether she's in a relationship with whoever, whether she's trying to disrupt whoever's relationship, she's not in a relationship with your favor, blah, blah, blah. And I just shook my head and I thought, okay, fine. So here I was thinking that this season of Big Brother Naija is going to be the most drama-free season ever. But I'm being proved wrong because now tweets are coming up. Oh, this one said they caught Beatrice saying that she was never going to apologize to LIQUOROSE. And I'm wondering, what is she apologizing to LIQUOROSE for? Exactly. What exactly is she apologizing to LIQUOROSE for? Can somebody please explain to me? Anyways, let me know even what I said because I'm still going to drop the link to this conversation so that we can all discuss this in details virtually. But then when I saw that, I was wondering, like, what is Beatrice apologizing to LIQUOROSE for? I don't understand. And it's kind of confusing when you see conversations like that on Instagram, because you watch the show, I watched the show, and I did not see anywhere that Beatrice actually, wronged LIQUOROSE, except if it was for a statement that she made where she talked about, those people that like to act as if they know too much, but then they don't know, that is how LIQUOROSE is, except if it's for that statement. I don't know. But then I'm wondering, what is she apologizing to LIQUOROSE for exactly? Anyways, you guys will come and explain, because for me, I don't know. So Ojo, yes, Samson said, even you is not even relevant if you think Lekon is not relevant. Okay, here we go again with the energy. I guess this person is just joining this live stream and you missed the part where I explained what relevance in the context we're talking about means. So I really appreciate it when people, I really appreciate it when people actually listen to the beginning of a conversation before jumping into conclusion. So Ojoye, I would appreciate it if you do so and stop shooting yourself in the leg, okay? Nobody is bringing an arsenal of war to you and your fave, all right? Damilola Afolabi is asking a very interesting question. How long do you think Emmanuel and LIQUOROSE would be relevant? To be very honest with you, it's not going to be long. Yeah, it's not going to be long. It's not going to be long, except Emmanuel is not going to have another girlfriend. That is, if he does not have a girlfriend already. Except LIQUOROSE is not going to have a partner. That is, if she does not have a partner already. But if she does, then trust me, one way or the other, all these things you're doing, they're going to probably get tired of the charade or the charade or whatever they call it. They're going to get tired because at the moment, those people are actually really cashing out. I can't count how many millions they've gotten just because they are MROs, right? But then a time will come, if they are not going to date at all, a time is going to come when they're going to get tired of all the pretense. A time is going to come when they're going to get tired of all the, the act, all the keeping up appearances. A time is going to come when they're going to get tired if they're not going to date seriously. Yes, and me, I'm waiting for them to date seriously. But if that does not happen, Emmanuel will have to go back to his life. Remember, he has a life in Port Harcourt. He has a business in Port Harcourt. So if he's not going to relocate to Lagos, if he's not going to date LIQUOROSE for real, trust me, their MRO ships, things flying here and there, it just might end soon. And someone was asking me the other day that, oh, do you think both of them should have a reality TV show? And I was wondering, okay, what exactly are they going to be doing on the show? Let's just leave it at that. Okay. Let me see. Okay, so Mayo Ojute is saying, Beatrice said in an interview that LIQUOROSE is unintelligent. Oh, yeah, I mentioned that already. Okay. Okay, Juliana is saying the same thing. Apparently, she referred to her as not smart. Okay. All right. Okay. So let me quickly jump into the Good at Ultimate Search conversation quickly before I drop the link for us to start our conversation, right? So the Good at Ultimate Search show for this year is actually beginning tonight, 8 p.m. So for those of you that are lovers of the show, don't forget to tune into my channel because I'm going to be bringing you guys reviews about it. And I actually have a lot of expectations because these people are trying new things this season. They're trying new things. I mentioned on my channel that Tokima Kinwa has been announced as the anchor of this season. We have a particular Nollywood actor. What's his name? Kunle Remy, I think. He is the task master for the season as well. So the season promises to come with a lot of, new things. And there's a lot of expectations that I have because, to be very honest, if you notice, most reality TV shows in Nigeria, or TV shows in Nigeria that actually existed before in the early 2000s, they're actually coming back to life now because I think the organizers have noticed that there is a new thirst, there's a new craving for more entertainment in Nigeria, in Africa. And Big Brother Naija has actually been dominating that space. So these Good at Ultimate Search people, they have smartly, utilized the same wave of trend, that opportunity that the show of Big Brother Naija has created to introduce another season of their own show. And a lot of people are actually anticipating what's going to happen. I am anticipating. The show has actually had, I think, 11 seasons so far with a celebrity season, and never ever have they had a female winner. So if you ask me for my expectations, that is one of the things that I am actually expecting. I am really hoping that for this season, there's going to be a female winner. And another thing that I'm actually expecting is what new vibe Toke Makinwa is going to bring onto the show. Toke Makinwa is a very, very fun personality. She's very, very vibrant, especially on camera. And I, for one, am a huge fan. I'm a huge lover of her work. So I am looking forward to seeing what she's going to be introducing that's going to be different to the show. I started watching the show when I was still a child, so I cannot remember if they actually had an anchor. What I remember the show had was a task master. Yes, that's the person that actually dishes out the task to the contestants on the show. So now Toke Makiwa is coming on. I can't say if she's actually the first anchor or not ever because I can't really remember. So I'm looking forward especially to seeing what she'll be bringing on to the show. So Bay Lahore said Kule was one of the winners of GUS. Yes, I think that was in season 7. He was one of the winners. Nirmo said, I love Good at Ultimate Search. Can't wait. Me too. Me too. I can't wait as well. Let me see. Okay. All right, guys. So this is the part where I get to share the link to this conversation because I'm seeing my comment section burning really hot. A lot of people actually have a lot to say. I'm seeing some Emerald shippers here. They are actually burning hot. Let me mention some of their names. And for these names I'm going to mention, when I share this link, I would love you guys to actually come online and air your views, okay? Don't just stay in the comment section and be typing, all right? So let me see. Where are those people? Where are those people? I'm looking for those people. Listen, for those of you that are here saying that I do not like MROs, I'm going to share the link to my live stream right now, okay? So you can come online and share your thoughts about it, all right? Yeah, so we have Adama Sila, okay? Desmond Sarah. So Desmond Sarah, I'm going to share the link to this live stream right now. Desmond Sarah, Adama Sila, I'm going to share the link right now. Please come online and let me know your thoughts about the Maroon ships because you seem to have a lot to say. And I'm sure that everybody on here, they are actually looking forward to hearing what you have to say. Maria too. Mansare, yes. Khadija Omo Shewa, okay. These names I'm mentioning. Edidion Jacob, yes. Okay, I'm mentioning your names. So I'm going to share this link right now. So just do us a favor, come online and share your thoughts with us about the Emerald ship, okay? So I'm sharing the link already. You can click on that and join this conversation. All right, so just click on it and join. So Sophia said, let's be honest, everyone who has passed through Bbnaija house have a lifespan. Even Glory's channel. Her channel was booming, but my stock again. Who remembers Tochi, Praise, Pretty? Nobody. Okay. So I've dropped the link, all right? Those names I mentioned. Please come online and talk, all right? Okay, so Adeyemi Shegun is asking, oh, thank you very much. I'm doing a good job. Asking what channel to tune into for Good at Ultimate Search tonight. I think it's just check the African Magic channels 151, 153. All right, if you're on Go TV, I think it's channel 2. I can't remember, but just check the African Magic channels 8 p.m. tonight. So I've shared the link. If you have something to say, if you have something to say, just click on the link and let's talk. I don't like when people only drop their opinion in the comment section. That's part of the reason why we have this live stream, so that those who have a lot to say, they will talk. All right. So who do I have on here? Hi.
Good to see you again and good to be
Same
here.
here. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm fine. Thank you.
I'm always very excited having you on my live stream.
Yes, I am. I am too. I beg I no be sheepa oh. Before the thing say before the thing say I did the studio now because say I be sheepa. I beg go make an announcer.
But let me just ask you a quick question, yeah. Am I lying when I say that certain ex-Bbnaija housemates are not relevant anymore according to Instagram standards?
No, you're very factual and you're very analytical. I applaud you for what you're doing because it's really entertaining. If it is entertainment, you they bring them. Hands down, you're really doing a good job, and you're actually right because I think people really don't understand what social media influencers or whatever they call them is all about, because it is, like you said, how much following you have on social media that makes you popular, and then these brands look for those kind of things. I get freaked out a lot on the show Big Brother when you hear the contestants when they come in and then they say we don't blow, we don't blow. How you don't blow? How you don't blow? You never even, they say, a little drop makes a mighty ocean. You've not even started crawling, or you're just crawling, you never waka. You just tell yourself, you don't blow, we don't blow, you don't blow. And that's the mindset they come in with. That's the mindset they go out with. And then you hear them make certain comments and you wonder, these people, they know they reason, they think. And I think it affects them a lot because when they begin to compare themselves with their fellow housemates who they presume are probably doing well, it begins to have a psychological impact on them.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same thing like the person that wrote the comment and was asking about the Erica and the Messi, whatever. You know, it's those kind of things that make people do a lot of comparison. Is this person is doing well, this person is not doing well, and these people see these things. It does affect them. It affects their relationship, it affects their personal life, it affects their social life, and so the more they try to put these things out there for you to see so that they gain more following, the more, if they don't see those things being impacted and they see their following increase, it affects them generally. So
Mm-hmm.
definitely you're spot on. If it's that one, you're spot on. No cap, you're
I
spot
mean,
on.
I've actually sat in the midst of some people before. These people, they function in the entertainment industry in
Yeah.
Nigeria. They have a name, they have a voice, and I heard certain conversations they were having, and I cringed. Now, some of these people were naming names of people, ex-Nigerian housemates, who literally borrow luxury items
Oh wow.
to post on their pages on Instagram. And
Mhm.
that's why when I was talking about relevance, social media, every time I mention social media, it's Instagram in
Yeah.
Nigeria. People
Yeah.
don't really consider Twitter is
Snapchat and all the rest. Yeah. No,
people
no.
don't consider those ones.
Yeah.
It's Instagram,
Yeah.
you
In
know.
Nigeria.
So they were mentioning names of ex-BB Niger housemates that literally borrow. Some of them, they get these luxury items on loan, on credit, just because they want to live up to that standard that
Mhm.
their fans, have envisaged for them.
Yeah.
And the pressure is a lot,
It
the
is.
pressure is a lot. And most of these fans, they don't care what you go through. For
Mm-mm.
them, as long as, in their own words, they give it to us back to back. That is what they care about. That is what they want. So it's very, very interesting because these things are some of the things that we know. But I know these things sometimes. And for me, I just feel like it's not in my place to talk about it. It's in the place of these ex-housemates to know how to manage all these things.
Exactly, exactly, and you were very correct. Like they, most of them when they come out, they don't have good managers, or they don't have good PRs, or they don't have good someone who looks after their affairs professionally. Because
Yeah.
yeah, because when you go into something like this, it's not just going in and coming out. There's a difference. You go in different, you come out different, and then
Mm-hmm.
you're expected to see things differently in that limelight. Because I mean, being in front of the cameras every time or every day is not it's a lot of work. It's a lot of
Yeah.
work in itself. So you need someone who is professionally inclined in that position to
Mm-hmm.
guide you, and I think they should
Exactly.
start looking into that as well. Like, who is going to manage me, who is going to mentor me, when I come out, who is going to help me grow to be the kind of person or the kind of socialite I want to be in life. Because I mean, that's who they are and that's who they want to be. But if they have to go about borrowing stuff just to be, I know like some brands would use you, like they would give you their stuff to use, to market for them and all that. Especially if you're popular, like we said, if you have a growing number on Instagram in Nigeria, outside world, no be Instagram be the thing. Instagram day too, but Snapchat day and all that. But in Nigeria, it's Instagram, like you said. So if you have somebody who can help you, grow, definitely
Yeah.
brands will use you as much as they want to, and you help them sell their product, market their product for them. Yeah, and because you become a household name at the end
Mm-hmm.
of the day.
Mm-hmm. And then there's also the question of how long can one uphold the title of ex-Bbnaija housemate? Because that in itself, it is not a
It's
title.
seasonal. It's
Yeah,
seasonal.
it's not. Yeah, it's a seasonal thing. It's not something that carries a lot of relevance to the end.
No.
When I say to the end, can you carry that title to your 60?
No.
Yeah,
No.
it's
No.
not a title that you can. That is a title that is only relevant for as long as 6 months
Yeah.
when it comes to the popularity space. And
Mm-hmm.
that's what I try to explain when the Emerald question came up. And it's not out of pettiness or out of hate for those two groups. I mean, for me, they're actually creating content, keeping their name fresh in the
Yeah.
mind of the audience, and it's still going to continue for the next 6 months
Yeah.
or give or take,
Until
depending on
after, no, Glory, sorry to cut you short. It will be after their reunion.
who
They are
well.
going to no, they are going to actually be relevant till after the reunion, because after the reunion, then this season of BB Niger ends. Seriously. Yes, it
Yeah,
officially ends because
yeah,
everybody is looking forward to that reunion. And so
yes.
these guys will still stay relevant. Immediately that reunion happened, almost to your turn to
But
Israel.
the shocking thing, the shocking thing, I used to think that okay, these housemates they remain relevant till reunion. But the funny thing is, a lot actually happens in a year. One can never tell. Take for instance, during the lockdown season, there was the end SARS protest, there was SARS wahala here and there in Nigeria, So a lot actually happened that took away the attention from the
Yes, the
press.
lockdown. Yes.
The lockdown also had so a lot of things happened, and sometimes the truth is the audience also get bored. They want something fresh because
Fresh.
take for instance the Nengi and other
Oh
competition.
my
It went
God.
on, and Nengi started. She was now being seen with different
Yeah.
men in different places. So people had to start coming to terms with the fact that okay, with these people, nothing is actually going to happen.
Yeah.
You know. So the way they were trending in that first 1 month when they came out of the house, it wasn't as intense as that anymore. There was the idea, the notion that okay, these people there's probably something. But people were not really the shippers were not even pressing that
Yeah.
much anymore. So people just now relax and have to just say, okay, let's see what will happen in the new year.
Yeah.
And nothing will even happen because there was no highlight of both of them at all. You know.
Exactly. But
Yeah.
that's because we might use that as a yardstick, you know. But with Emma Rose and the Emma Rose, the, uh, yeah,
The
Liquor
movie
Rose
and
and Emmanuel, you know, they might have a little edge because their relationship is different from Ozo and Nengi. It's reciprocated in a way. In the bubble we look at it, there's a reciprocation because you no glory factually there's a reciprocation with from Liquorose and Emma Rose, unlike um Ozo and Nengi.
Oh yeah. If you comparing with Ozan, yeah.
Comparing both, yeah, it's why, and
Mm.
that's the same thing we see with Saga and Nini as well. You
Exactly.
understand? Whatever
Saga
football,
Alini Fry.
yeah, whatever football they are playing with the
Yeah.
fans, with the audience, with the viewers, they are doing it well because now we see them together. And my thing is that why do I get frustrated when I see them taking pictures together, going to to do stuff together? Excuse me, I don't really need that. Like you guys do your thing. Even if you want to tell you want to make it seem as if okay, there's something because there's a narrative or there's a narrative these guys will be putting out, the feelers they'll be putting out that leaves you or that leaves the viewers wanting more. You
Mm.
understand? Giving you that curiosity, like, is it happening or is not happening? Is it happening? And that keeps them relevant because they know they are working on that. They are working on that cruise for you. They know you guys, this is what you want. I mean, their shippers will be telling them, look, people want this thing. You guys, the pressure will be on them and all that. So they will continue to be relevant until that reunion. Now,
And
when
that
that
is
reunion,
that's actually a lot of work.
yeah,
And my prayer for them is they have the mental fortitude
to
to
hold it on.
cope with
Yes.
that.
Yes.
Because the truth is, at the end of the day, if, as I said, if there's nothing happening for real, and these people have actual legit relationships that they have to attend to, the question is, will their partners be very understanding and accommodating of these acts? If it is an act that they are putting up, that's the question. So me, I'm just hoping that they have the strength, to
Um,
keep up with everything.
I don't tire because every time where the show go start, you go hear this one say, I get person for outside, I get person for outside, I get person for outside. And then they do things that show that they don't get person for outside. Do you
Yeah.
understand? There's no loyalty to show that okay, I get person for. I mean, come on a show and say, okay, I have a relationship outside, but it's not working. It's a
Mm.
different thing. But then you telling the viewers you get person for outside, and then you're doing things that is contrary to that narrative you've already put out there, and they carry that thing through. It's a constant with our Naija reality shows. It's a constant, and it's so annoying. Like, please, can we be truthful for once? Can we be truthful? It's a reality show, you know.
Yeah.
If you come out, you don't even see them with anybody. You still see them paired with the same people they've been Colombian with inside the house. Do you
Yeah.
understand? Or they come out and then because of the pressure, they want to still impress their fans. So they begin to live a lie.
Mm.
And that
True.
is they begin to live a lie. They in short, they don't show us their true self. They don't
Mm-hmm.
show because they only want to show you what you want to see or what, and I think that really kills them. They might not say it, but next thing you hear is all this mental health clinical and all that and all that. So just be true to yourself. If you have a
True.
relationship outside, you know it's serious, stick to it. I mean, you can have a friend in the house, you can have somebody you talk to, but there are certain things you do that shows that, oh, you're a couple with this person in the house. We all know what it is like to be romantically involved with somebody, and when you do those things publicly on live TV, it sends a wrong signal, even to the supposed significant other outside. And then they come out and they just make it seem as if it's water under the bridge. It's not water under the bridge. Not even to the other person if it is true. Like this
Mm.
Nini and Saga, like Nini, we never still see somebody. We still they wait. So
We're still waiting. We want to see the big
we
reveal.
still they wait. Oh, we never see. It's like as if she was just gaslighting us all along. But
I
hey,
swear, I
it is
swear.
what it is. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm trying to still share the link again to those people who would love to join this conversation. Those MRO shippers calling me out, I've been sharing link and I've been begging people to come online and express yourselves, but you guys are not coming on here, and I don't know what you want me to do. It's not enough for you to stay in the comment section and be, blasting yourselves. I mean, it would be nice to come online. Hi.
Hey, Gloria, can you hear me?
Yes. Good
Uh,
afternoon
Good
from there.
afternoon.
I'm
Your topic is very interesting. I mean, I'm a White Money fan, so
oh,
I'm
really
excited. I'm excited about
nice.
everything that has happened. Just listening to yourself and the last lady there about people staying relevant. I think this is one thing that a lot of the shippers, I'm just gonna talk about White Money because they've
Mm,
been trying to attach him to Queen, and he's been saying, "No, listen, guys, no,
yeah.
we are just friends."
Mm,
I personally feel that even at that, he's being very smart because he wants to brand himself without anything
mm,
attached. And sometimes I really do feel sorry for the Emerald ship. I don't have any issue with them. I actually think that they could be genuine. But here's what I also think: the pressure to stay together is going to be a lot on top of
yeah.
them, especially Emmanuel. If anything
Mm,
is to go sideways,
mm,
it's gonna be disastrous, right? I
mm,
think that people should leave them to develop their own thing. I mean, they've only been in the house for what, 10 weeks? You can't even tell. You don't know this person outside. You don't know
mm.
family related. You don't know anything. So shippers need to calm down and let people build their brands on their own. And I think that the smartest person who tried to take himself away from this entanglement was White Money. He said no, and he still says it in interviews. And yeah, White Money, Queen is your friend. Yes, he has not
Mm,
disagreed. They are friends. Even if
yeah.
anything is going to happen, it's not you people who will tell us now what to do. We will leave it where it
Exactly.
is, and then we'll move on from there. Going
Mm,
around the other media rounds, listening to everything, to be honest with you, is getting boring. It's the same question
mm,
over and over and
mm.
over and over. Until Angel even had to put a post today. Stop asking me about relationship. It is
It's
so.
exhausting. When you're trying so hard to utilize an opportunity that just came to you like that. I mean, the truth is, what people don't understand is this moment is very, very overwhelming. This is opportunity. The question is like somebody giving you an ocean. So the question is, what do you want to do with the ocean? You don't even know where to start from. You don't even know how to go about it. So
Yeah,
you're trying to find direction. And then somebody is dangling the relationship around your eyes. It's like a fly
the whole
disturbing you.
thing.
Like, let me see, let me see. It's very distracting.
No, it is. It is for all of them. And kudos to those who have managed to come out of it. I mean, they've been defending. Pere had to defend a lot about his thing with Maria. Cross and Angel
Yeah.
defending themselves. Saskia and J. Paul. I know people love love and they love to see love, but please, please, shippers, you people should take it easy. They should take it easy on these guys.
They are
As
not
for
even holding back. I mean, the other one that, not to still attack and rape anyway. I mean, they are the most obvious couple that their shippers are actually doing the most. So they are like the closest example that we can actually use. So the other one they decorated the bed, they put roses. So the question that came to my mind was, so what are you expecting to see? So they should make love on the bed and you can sit down and watch. Like, do you understand? I'm wondering, like, is that what people are expecting? So you
yeah,
literally decorate the bed with it's like a honeymoon suite, and so what do you want to watch? The sex that they have in the house, you want them to come and do it live and direct, give you the show. What exactly do you want?
I don't know.
And I feel sorry for Emmanuel especially because let's be realistic. LIQUOROSE already had a name before going for the show. Coming out, and name is now solidified. Like for a video victim that, for instance, if she used to charge maybe 500,000 to feature in the video,
Yeah.
now that she's out, that she's a brand on fire in her own right, I'm sure she must be charging nothing less than probably 7 to 10 million to feature on the video. Now the question you ask yourself is, does Emmanuel have a name?
I think to okay, my honest opinion is I think I don't know how the relationship was going to go outside the house, but I think as he came out, he saw that listen, let me stay here because this is working. Because I remember sometimes you watch their IG, they went to Pepsi and LIQUOROSE had come and all the other viewers were like 1,000 something and on her live she had 7,000, but I think her phone went off. But because they knew she was with Emma Rose, everybody jumped to his live and it was like 7,000 views. And I'm going, okay. From somebody who had less fans in the house, all of a sudden you had 7,000. So I think he's also enjoying the limelight and trying to build something from there. Where I think he might
Yeah,
get stuck is when he tries to disassociate himself. Maybe because maybe they broke up or maybe because it's just not working. At that point he might he may try, but I think that's where he will have an issue because he will lose a lot of what he thought he could have gained because those guys they will just abandon him. You see,
of
you left our
course,
girl, we leave you, we
of
don't care.
course.
Oh,
Because
we don't even care whether she left you or you left her. As long as you guys are not together, it's over.
of
That's it.
course, because if you look at the relationship, when you watch some of the lives that they have on Instagram of these shippers going to give them gifts and stuff, if you look at the vibe in the video, you see that the shippers gravitate more towards Nicole than even Emmanuel.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
it's an obvious scenario of if Emmanuel is no longer in the picture, duh, we have Licorice to continue supporting. So
Yeah,
that's how having a double dose of liquor. What's the fan's name again? Liquor Lions, right?
yeah, Liquor Lions.
Liquor Lions, and then the Rose Chips, no more Emma Rose. So as you rightly said, it's a lot of choking pressure. And I feel sorry for Emmanuel because the truth is, if I were him, by now I should be thinking of an Emma Rose match myself.
Mhm, mhm, mhm.
Thinking of an Emma Rose match, I should be thinking of a joint partnership with Liquor Rose that would help me get more money, benefit a lot from the praise now
Yeah,
that my
yeah.
program is hot. Because it's not just about making appearances, hugging in public now.
Mhm.
Make because the truth is, Emmanuel himself, even the fans he has, I don't think his fans have actually come for him.
Nope,
They just
nope,
Emmanuel
nope.
have been
I don't think so
communicating.
either. I don't think so
Yeah.
either. Not yet. But
Mm.
let's just see how it plays out. It was just good to be here, and we're looking forward to the Golda Ultimate Search. So
Yeah.
there's no
I am
worries
looking
about that.
forward to.
No
Let me
worries.
welcome this next person on my
All right.
screen.
Thank
Thank you so much for joining. Hi, Chioma. Hi, Chioma.
Hi,
This is your voice there. Very nice. Are you
thank
just
you.
waking up?
Pardon?
Are you just waking up?
Yes,
Come
I
see your
just
face.
I joined YouTube and I didn't know I was gonna show up here.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
So
but
now that you're here, are you
yeah,
okay?
pardon?
Now that you're here, are you good?
Yes.
Okay. So what's your opinion about this current Standing Eye housing? How they're trying to deal with the media, how they're trying to deal with pressure
Yes,
from
mom.
fans and all.
I'm over here. I think it's a
Oh,
pressure
we
sheep.
can't see you. We can't see you.
Okay. I think it's a pressured sheep. Like I think it's forced. I think the fans are like doing way too much, and forcing things on them. But I don't want to say what will annoy the fans. And like this, watching the show, I feel like it was more on LIQUOROSE's side. Like the sheep was more on LIQUOROSE's side, not Emmanuel's side. But yeah, and I think like the fans are taking it too personal, but because they haven't declared it like Emmanuel. I don't know. I don't know if he has, but I haven't seen them declare it as a sheep yet. Now they're gifting them, and they have an option than to take it and progress the ship. But it looks like during the ship, but I don't think during the ship.
All right. All right. Thank you. Thank you. So, there seems to be a lot of activities going on at your end. Do you want to shift blade so that we can hear you clearly? No, just you. All right. If you can move away from that area, okay. Welcome, Kunle. Just want me what this is on as well. Hi.
Hello, hello, Gloria. How you doing?
Both of you are welcome. Kunle, I'm super excited, especially that you're back because you were like the first person that joined this conversation. Then you went off. How are you doing, Kunle?
I did. I'm okay.
Ah, you did. I like that. I like that. Kunle, what's on your mind? You seem to be in deep thought. Do you want to share what's on your mind before I go ahead to ask my own question?
Yeah, not really. It's just the drama that amused me. Everything is fiduciary, as in there's no basis behind all those shipping. Somebody you don't know from anywhere, just have it's a figment of some people's imagination, just bringing it together. And people, like somebody mentioned, you don't know where the other party comes from, you don't know his parents, you don't know his village, you don't know so much about him, and you have, yeah, there are some that have been even from Big Brother Africa that they came together and you know they were together and they got married. And but it's people should just chill, take a chill pill. Let's see how things pans out. And people that take it to the extreme, sending threat messages, it's unnecessary. It doesn't warrant all those things. All these things are created for our enjoyment, for our entertainment, not to be creating enmity within each other and so on. It's for use like at football, and you just take a team, support a team. If your team wins, savour it. It doesn't mean suck your head until next time. And those things are entertainment. That's the what should be preached to people, and not
Yeah.
killing each other, death threats. It is you. I'm going to do this to you, and all that, and not putting those guys under pressure,
Mm-hmm.
because pressure from people from peer makes some people to misbehave, and
Yeah.
so-called celebrity down here that they don't even last.
So
Yeah.
I'm actually really excited that you and Dupe, both of you are actually mature adults. And so I would like us to talk about this Pega and Buma situation. So as you guys know, Pega and Buma, they've been on a low key for a while. And then before we knew it, a series of events followed with Pega, about her disappearing, her friends and family looking for her, and then she's deactivating her Instagram account, and then she resurfaces and they see her hanging out with the housemates. And then after that, another one follows. She's back, had an interview with Chude. Now, I talked about that interview she had with Chude, and I expressed how I felt about it. Now, from the
Listen to that.
perspective of people who are, obviously married, both of you obviously married, you have experiences, as per you
Mhm.
have spouses. Let me start with Jupe. Jupe, what you have to say with regards to Tiger's approach to the way she handles handled that interview with Chude.
Good afternoon, everyone. Um,
Yeah.
Sorry, I have been working on some, so don't mind my mask.
Yeah.
Honestly, that girl is the most unstable character I've ever met, or I've never heard of, because I've never met her. She honestly seemed to be acting the drama that she's known to known to act. You know, I also feel that that marriage is it's it was go to Big Brother. If you can make it, we'll continue. If you cannot make it, then we'll split. I think um Tega and her husband, they have unsettled score, especially when they kept playing this. We don't know whether it's true or not. When they kept playing the fact that, oh, he cheated on me, he cheated on me. Maybe that was supposed to be the I will take you back kind of,
Mm.
because there are so many clips of untrue, unrelated stories, both the
Yeah.
man and herself. Even when
Yeah.
she was still in the house, the man came on. Is my wife. I like we were in agreement. I cheated on her and looked like a sorry soul. And like, I don't even care what my wife is doing right now. What is important to me is her happiness. And honestly, when I saw that, you ran a commentary on that, and I could honestly relate with it. And I was wondering the kind of man he is. I was even annoyed with him. I said, this is one of the gold digger men that may be available, waiting for the girl. Maybe she stands the chance of taking 90 million, and then their life can be better. There are some men like that. What do you do? They don't have anything they are doing. My wife is an actor. That is their response. When you ask them what do, they will talk about what the wife is doing. So such men will take any mess from anybody just for them to enrich their pocket. So I want to believe that there is nothing too smooth among them. And again, to justify that, you will remember when Tega was talking about how she got into the house. What kind of woman will tell the wife, I have to go, I must go. If you don't allow me to go, this is going to happen.
Mm.
And then telling her all the much she will do. So that said, I want to come out to this, what took them out. That girl did that much. People came after her. And this man had interviews that completely negate the two video sessions that he has put out before. So what came to my mind is, okay, the lady has missed the 90 million. I am now nothing there for me anymore. I cannot come out. That guy, honestly, I questioned him and I questioned his personality. Now, coming back to Tega herself, she's reacting to what she saw from that man. She's reacting to the situation that we are not privileged to know that is happening between them. And she's a good actor. She was trying to gather fans, pity, maybe people can support her. Unfortunately, she couldn't sustain it because in our culture, African culture, honestly, there is nothing that will back a woman that has gone that route. So
Mhm.
when she saw that she might be missing, she's not more relevant, trolls upon trolls, she put up a video thinking sorry, thinking she's apologetic, they should embrace her. When she saw that one was not working, she came out in a true shell. That's what we saw. And that's a game of so what? There's nothing anymore. That's what she's doing. Unfortunately, she's still going to remain irrelevant because nobody is actually minding them. So all she's doing at this stage and what Boma is doing, those are more exploring, more options to explore what they think will bring them to reign and to remain relevant like the other ones that we are saying praising them. You mentioned a number of them now. The two of them got it wrong. Even the I am okra that Buma was doing. He didn't know that he was calling himself on the negative point. What
Mm.
kind of man? See, women they are addicted to watching this kind of show. When you put up a personality that totally makes a woman irrelevant, that does not put a word on any woman, a value on any woman, the person is going to fail woefully. And that's what you saw. That's what you saw. Thank God that they were able to guide them. People will have linked the two of them
Mhm.
because there's nothing about Boma that is encouraging. There's nothing about Boma that I will want to put on a brand. That brand will that business will shut down because Boma stands for negativity.
Mm-hmm.
Boma stands for wrongdoings. So if you put sign Boma, just be ready for the anything that you see in the business. So what you see that they are doing now is, damn it, I don't care anymore. Everything is lost. There's nothing we can do. Just pop yourself on their faces. That's the only thing else. There's nothing the world will do. They are both shameless.
Did you see the video? Did you see the video of Tega's husband chilling in quotes with Boma, with J. Paul? Do you know when I saw that video, I was ashamed for Tega on Tega's behalf because that
Yeah.
kind of thing. I was thinking that if Tega's husband was someone that actually saw, like, he thought highly of Tega, you shouldn't even allow that guy come close
Come close.
at
You are very
all for
correct.
now.
Yeah.
You don't, because the way it came across, it looked as though I'm cool with you doing whatever you did with my wife. And that just
Mm-hmm.
infuriated a lot of people the more.
A
Like,
lot
what
of
is
people.
this?
Yeah.
It's like you people are just, coexisting as two
Mm.
individuals that call themselves husband and wife. There's no
Mm-hmm.
respect, no regard. I mean, I'm not
No.
married, but I saw that
Mm-hmm.
and I was questioning
I
their
was
marriage. Like,
questioning
is this
their
how
marriage.
it should be?
Yeah.
Look at Peter is here.
Hi, Modupe.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, how
The
you doing?
glow.
And the question I'm thinking right this afternoon, because this particular conversation, it is for you people that are married, you people that are in that
See,
space, and I'm really excited. Let me
mhm.
allow both of you talk. Peter,
Honestly,
unmute yourself.
mhm,
You're welcome.
mhm.
Take
Glory,
control.
there is nothing in the marriage of Tega and that man anymore. What you are seeing now is managing crisis. They're just
Ah,
trying to manage to remain for business, to get money. There's no man who will really still have the marriage and would allow all the money that's going on. In fact, I saw another video that says that the two of them, that's Tonga's husband and Boma, they had a night together, or they had I don't even know. I saw it though,
oh yeah,
that
yeah, that they
the
hung
two
out
of
together.
yeah, they hung out together, they were chilling somewhere.
Mm.
Somebody that messed up there's nothing in that marriage anymore. So what that man is looking for now is he exploring business opportunities? Is he
Mm.
exploring how he can still get something from the shameless drama that they all put up? So there's nothing there, honestly. Where is Peter? Let Peter come and talk. So for me, there's nothing. Another one that is annoying me, really, is this Ima Rose. I was listening to everybody talk. That girl should be smart enough to know somebody use you in the house. He don't really put respect on you. It is what he was playing game with you to your face.
Mm-hmm.
And then you are still out, you are still knowing what you was. That girl in her whole right, she's big. Ima is nobody. I mean, first runner up and so, what is Ima running? He's running nothing. He found himself at the last six by chance. So why will LIQUOROSE think that she is still having a thing to gain in the relationship? The man is using it. She's using her. And it's high time because it's going to head in, premium cry. And I can begin to see why she says, oh, my relationship doesn't work. This is the way she gets it wrong. That girl needs counseling. She's getting it all wrong. I mean, she's a hot cake on her own sense. You don't need any man to define you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, see, all she said under that so-called alcohol influence that day was what was in her mind, which was okay. I
Yeah.
expected that when they came out and she even saw the reality. In some other part of the world where I'm used to, they said, "Now, so man hungry you. What is the matter? Now, so man hungry that girl. She's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
She's doing well in her own right. It's
Yeah.
high time LIQUOROSE, you know, keep Emmanuel at a friend level and tell our fans There is nothing. They should not ship them. They should not. I mean, I was so embarrassed, like you said, when I saw roses on the bed. Or are they the ones they put roses for, or white money, and it's so messy. And then the last point I want to say now is, I think we fans also, we viewers, I don't know where we got this mentality that Big Brother Naija is synonymous to dating and engaging and marrying. Is that part of the deal? We have made it synonymous. Every year there must be something you are gluing together, even when it's not gluing. It's a fun. It is. I mean, it's a fun. How can you? Since Nini have been saying boyfriend, boyfriend have now come out in almost how many weeks now, and it's
we are
not still coming. Come on, what are we talking about?
we are waiting.
Yeah, we are waiting. So that girl, it was a strategy to declare I have a boyfriend. Unfortunately, she could not hold herself. She's gone saga. So they are not even doing themselves good, because when correct boyfriend will come, they will still be shipping them anyhow. You don't want to be with somebody and become enemy for life. If they are not careful, some of them will be enemy for life. Where is
Exactly.
Ike today? Ike and Messi.
Those people
Where
now,
is Ike?
they have a toxic
The
animosity
most
within them.
toxic, the most toxic relationship you can ever is that, and that girl
Yeah.
knows what she was doing. It is the man, the Ike man, that does not have any brain. I mean, you went to compete, you carry all the things that can make you potential winner. You carry it. And then you want the same girl to come and she's not streetwise now. You want the same girl to come and be with you. How can
Oh
you can't even I've not seen the most stupid deal, in the history of people, the most stupid deal. That is
my
one of
God.
them.
Like, what was he
So
thinking? Was he thinking that after giving her his coins to buy immunity,
they
that
will
she was
not come
going
and
to
marry.
use the money that she won?
They will not come and marry. My wife won. Oh my goodness.
Oh
See,
my
one other thing these people should realize is the moment they come out, the status, whether the status is there or not, their status automatically changes to a different thing. So you may not be the kind of person that will feel that space. So fans should leave them alone. Big Brother Naija is not synonymous to marriage. It's not synonymous to dating. Year in, year out, we must see something to okay, this is a season proving everybody, it's proving everybody wrong. You can't ship what is not shippable. That was how Diane was shipping and shipping and shipping. Diane, they are the worst enemy now. I mean, you can track the records. You can track what has gone on. So enough of this Big Brother Naija synonymous to marriage. Even Ultimate Love could not produce anybody. So why do
God.
we think? Why do we think this one, Ultimate Love, that they invested, that the intent, they could not produce anybody? So why do they think they are going to get anything from 10 weeks, for God's sake? Is that how to love? Uh, there are
Peter,
other guys who will come after these guys when they come out. There are hot babes who will come after these guys. Shippers and should go and ship. They should go and ship vessel. They should go and ship vessel. And leave us alone. Thank you so much. Peter, can you continue?
please don't go anywhere. Peter,
Yes.
this conversation is getting. Peter, you have to one of your gadgets.
Sorry, what did you say?
So you have to turn off one of the gadgets.
Hmm.
Okay. Oh wow. It's still, I can see it. Or do you want to use
Something is talking
Okay.
and echoing.
Yeah. So you use your earpiece. Yeah. See, I can see Peter here right now. I know that Peter has a lot to say. But
We
I
are
really
all
want
here. We are listening. Peter, go ahead. Hmm?
yes, please
Come and
use
ship
your
them today.
earpiece. Let's hear your own perspective. Yeah. Yeah. So while we are waiting for Peter, let me just say some few things. Now, there's something that happens in for every season of Big Brother Naija. Housemates come into the house and they act as though they don't know that there is always that group of persons that are watching the show that are looking forward to a love story. So I'm saying this because I've been watching shippers gifting their interest in the house gift, and when these ones receive the gift, they're like, "Oh my god, I did not know people were watching us." I'm like, "You would think we're stupid."
We watch the back of television.
Yes, like we saw you people doing stuff in front of the camera. We saw you people, playing your love, acting your script, whatever, in front of the cameras. I'm not just talking about Imarus. I'm talking about all those people who potentially wanted to create a ship for every season of Big Brother Naija. So when they are now giving them gifts, they now start acting like, oh, we did not know, because that was what Boma and Tega tried to do, but it backfired on them. Because both of them did not take into consideration that, number one, this is not society for you to actually bring that kind of energy. If both of you were single, we possibly could be having another, is it Bottega, Bottega relationship, Boma and Tega relationship, right? We could be having a Bottega relationship right now. And that would have been very interesting if Tega was not married, because already the way they were going about theirs, in as much as it was kind of annoying to some extent, they were very, very intentional about it. They were deliberate with all their actions, and they were bringing some kind of controversy with it. So I'm sure that if Tiger was not married, there was that group of people that would have brought flowers, roses, money, cake for them as usual to celebrate them. But let me just give the floor to Peter. You are welcome, Pamela. I see you. But let me first of all give the floor to Peter. Peter, you've been laughing all through. What's your take on this? Tega Boma,
Okay, can you hear me now? Is it better?
Yes, yes.
Okay, thank you very much. Well, just you've said so much about the best way to go around that. I mean, Boma, Tega, a marriage. Personally, I would think that Boma just needs to stay out. The recent video that showed him trying to, advise that why don't our fans leave her alone and attend. I mean, attack only him. He has to stay away from that lady. I feel that she has had enough, so she should focus on her marriage and her life, and of course her career. I think the husband needs to stand beside her right now. She should stand on what she had already done, which is she has apologized to everyone, So I feel she should just stay there rather than say something today and change again tomorrow. You hear something she has said today, tomorrow she's like standing her ground. That's how it seems. But again, the forgiving her, she should just keep doing the right thing now going forward. But she has to come out of her shield. She has to continue with her career. She needs to step out. She needs to show, because I think she has a lot, but she also needs to know that mistakes were made. There's no point going to right any wrong or going to, color it. But for Boma, well, I just feel Boma, the last video that came up.
You're trying
Yes, because Boma has the last video that, I don't know if you saw the video where he stepped out of a particular, door, and then it was like, I'm warning you, hide your wives, hide. That was foolishness. I think so. That was foolishness. Someone is not advising him properly. That guy has a lot of potential. He needs to focus on what he can naturally do. He was successful before he even came into the Big Brothers, which is supposed to project that success. So I feel she just focus on that and keep moving forward. That narrative, the narrative around people should hide their girlfriends, hide their wives, didn't work out on all the platforms. Look at the comments. It was a minus for him. Yeah. So my personal advice would be for him to bring out the beauty that he has, which I believe he has. He has a lot of potential for something that will work for him. Shippers don't have any other job other than to try and force marriage on people. They are hypocrites. The next thing they will be saying is, why should a father force his daughter to be married to someone? But they are doing the same thing to celebrities. Why can't they just sit back and allow nature take its course? I mean, if someone's going to fall in love with anybody, it's natural. It will definitely happen. Rather than try to force them so that you can have some sort of force satisfaction. Oh, see them, haters can go and relax. No, it's not about haters. Everybody love these guys. We need the best for them. Forcing them into a relationship, trying to make it look like they're in a relationship is not the best way to go. We don't, in fact, I mean, LIQUOROSE and Emma are very lovely people. People love them a lot. They need the best for them. So there's definitely no one who wouldn't want them to just excel in life, even if it means to fall in love. So let the shippers just relax and allow nature take its course. I like what PERE said to the shippers. Said, leave us alone. Anything that will happen will happen. No, so that's my person. You came up with videos trying to advise them and telling them, look, let these people be. Don't force anything. Just like we would not do to our daughters or our sons, trying to force them into a particular marriage. We shouldn't do that to our celebrities. We love them enough to let love reign naturally. Thank you.
Peter, thank you so much. Your words just calmed me down. I wanted to say something, but let me just zip it and allow life of Amy to talk. Hi, Amy.
Hi. Hi, everyone.
You're welcome to the live stream.
Yeah. Oh, I really didn't think I would have gotten, but yeah, I'm really happy to be here.
You're welcome.
So I'm
Okay.
a huge Angel fan, really, but as far as like Emma Rose is concerned, I feel like we should give them time to sort themselves out since they had just been out of the house for like few weeks. So they still need time to figure it out because if you watch Little Rose reaction when she saw that video during her interview, you can see the shock. But then
Yes.
afterward, there was no other reaction from her. So I feel like they're still trying to figure it out. So times will really tell if they will last or not. So that is my point of view as far as Emma Rose ship is concerned. But for Tega and Boma, those two, only God can save them. Only God can save them, to be honest, because Tega needs some really good management with her right now. I wish she can get in contact with Sisi, sister, because during Sisi's time, the only thing that saved her and took her so far away was her sister managing her account. So
Yes.
Tega really needs somebody that would be like Sisi's sister, that can guide her in the right direction. I would say all of them really, they need a really good manager because Angel have potential as well, but I feel like she's lacking direction to take her brand to the next level. And I really wish they will find somebody. Boma, I just don't care for Boma, to be honest. Like that guy, like I don't know. He's a good actor because he kind of make it in the US movie industry, but I don't know if I would really watch a movie from him, like to be honest, because I just don't care for the person. And I just don't think he has any integrity as a person. And the
Yeah.
way he treated people in the house is just proof of that. Like he really don't care for anybody but himself. Tega, I kind of pity Tega because she does have a kid. Like we tend to forget, but she needs to be strong for her kids. And all the bashing, I don't think it helped. So I wish people would go easy on her so she can find her footing and just you know, try to get back on track and make everything right for her kids. So I just wish people would give her some time to get her act together, and just try to The marriage, I would say she needs to end it because the husband is really not helpful. But yeah, I wish well for Tega. I wish she can get back to herself and move on from this situation, to be honest. And
Yeah.
that's all I have
Thanks,
to say.
Amy. Thanks, Amy. You know, this um Tega and her husband situation, just as Dupe said, there's so many different narratives from these two people. You know, you don't even know who is saying the truth and who is lying. Not like we care.
Hmm.
We don't care. I mean, it's their marriage, so they have every right to do whatever they want to do. But for the fact that via our participation in the show, it's now available to the public to judge. So we are just talking about. So it is the information that they dish out to people, to the public, that we use to talk about the marriage as it is. I mean, if you don't want, I always say, if you don't want people to know about your business, then don't put it on social media. Because
Hmm.
once it finds its way from your phone, from your mouth to social media, then you've invited who?
Hmm.
To to dissect even people that don't even know the genesis of anything. Everybody will have an opinion, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I was going to ask Millie and Friends a question, but Millie and Friends is not here, and I can't ask Chioma that question because she might not be in the best position to answer the question. But let me just go ahead and ask Dupe the question. So Dupe, if you were in Tega's husband's shoes, what would you do different to remedy this whole drama that has actually unfolded?
Okay. See, what I would do depends on where we are coming from. I keep referring to what brought them together and what was their agreement. I'm telling you, what you are seeing is a, an outcome or reflection of what led them to Big Brother in the first place. I want to believe that that man has not fully got the marriage back. And part of why he must have consented for her to go on this kind of show and allowed her to do as much as she can do, but one was because that marriage was actually shaking. So, and the man felt he doesn't want to lose on all ends. This is okay. We're talking about Emmanuel. Why is Emmanuel clinging on LIQUOROSE? That guy never loved that LIQUOROSE. It was all evident that it is not. They don't like each other that much. It is friends that benefit or friends with benefit. So what Tega's husband is doing now is steal what he can get from all this real, drama as benefit so that he doesn't lose on all ends. So what you see him continually chasing after will be what will benefit him ultimately. Now, if Tega shuts down the marriage, she can stand alone. She's in quote an actor in the public space.
Mm-hmm.
She will continue to be in the public space. After now, nobody will remember that man unless he marries another noisemaker. So what you see that he's doing now is the gain that the guy is looking at. So he will endure everything. He will endure anything until he sees a girl. I believe I might be sounding insult, disrespectful, but until that kind of man sees a lady that can outmatch Tega in provision. I don't know what the guy does, but it doesn't look like somebody who is who is doing something that he can stand by himself. Otherwise, all of these are too petty. How long does it take a man to decide I want to continue with my marriage? Do you need the
Yeah.
public to decide that for you with all the
Mm-hmm.
mess? Do you need the
Mm-hmm.
public? If you want to continue on the marriage, then you should have controlled Tega. If I am the husband and I still have the authority, then I'll control my wife. You cannot, I don't want to see you with Boma, no matter what. On the contrary, seeing him continuously with Boma is even bringing insult to him.
Mm-hmm.
So what kind of marriage is that? So the man himself is a problem of himself. He needs to define where he's going. He needs to, if it is for contract. I mean, we had when we'll be linking all these stories together. When Messi in a reality show, or maybe before the reality show, there was this story that came up that Ike was using her to go and do business, and they will share the money.
Yeah, they mentioned
And
it on the
when,
show. She said it
yeah,
herself.
they mentioned it. They mentioned it.
Mm,
So what kind of relationship is that? I mean, there's something that brings you together if you are dating someone. Then I would
mm,
not say go and do business and let us share the money. There's not likeness there, not talk of love. So what I think this man is doing now, Tega's husband, is as much as he can get. Okay, if this girl did not win and seem to be losing, can this old shenanigan bring me into the celebrity space and becomes famous? That's a reward, even without
mm.
Tega. His story would be Tega's husband. Nobody remember his name.
Yeah,
So we know him as Tega's husband to tell you how insignificant he's making himself.
yeah.
But he
True.
will continue to tie on that Tega's husband, even if it is to be a famous person in the space of entertainment
Mm,
or social media. So what I think he should do, if truly there's something between the two of them, is have a meeting with the wife, let them have serious talk, and everybody should begin to talk about their terms of reference. If as the husband should have the authority to be able to say, look, you are insulting me, I will not take this. I don't want to see you with this guy. Because even if you are not doing anything, for the fact that people are seeing a lot in Biggie's house, everybody assumes that you are in the continuity of all of their effects in Biggie's house. And that is disrespectful to me. When you were inside, I don't have a control. Now you are outside, so I have a full
mm.
control.
True.
So are you interested in getting along with me? These are my terms. If it is okay for the lady, she will agree. If she
Mm-hmm.
thinks the man is now so lesser than her to marry, then she will say, and everybody will part ways. So I think they need conversation. I think they need counselor. I think they need to define what brought them together and what they're hoping to get in this relationship. So until they're able to do all of this and lots more, and confirm again, do we still love to have a future with me? If yes, let's talk about how to do an ideal relationship.
Mm,
And
mm.
trust, and the trust is missing, respect is missing. What exactly is that kind of relationship? Those are critical elements in any relationship.
Yeah.
And once those two are absent, there can never be likeness or love. They're just deceiving themselves.
True.
So the man needs to take his stand. Take us husband now. Address Boma. Enough of all this. There are no more acting drama. When my wife is on site, I know it's on site. Now you are going on media and everybody is seeing you together. I don't want it. So that we can put a stop to all this noise and then take a new turn. She's married, she's married. She's not the first person that will be married and will be in entertainment. People are managing themselves. And
Mm-hmm.
so they need to discuss. Tega herself needs to define what she wants.
Mm,
If she's done with the man, then she should come out straight and declare herself as single.
mm-hmm.
Then people they'll change their narrative. They will automatically zone out to Boma. Very, very easy. But you can't be claiming Mrs. Wearing rings all over the place, and then you are still messing up with your husband's identity as a man. You know what will be the outcome of this kind of thing? When the man gets to the end point, you just see that he brings another lady who is ready to take all his stands and then to work with him to build a home.
Mm,
And Tega will fall into depression. She's
mm,
thinking she's relevant on all sides now, but it doesn't end well when you are doing this kind of thing.
mm.
And a woman will always be the loser here.
Yeah.
So she needs
Thank
to
you.
focus herself, basically, and the two
Yeah.
of them need to have conversation. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dupe. Thank you so much. I mean, that is
Thank
a
you.
very, very deep advice coming from someone who is married and has tasted
Mhm,
that experience of having a
mhm,
spouse, having to sort out issues with the spouse.
mhm,
Shoma, I'm so sorry. I'm not ignoring you, but you are just as young as I am, and there are certain things that both of us cannot really analyze because it has to do with marriage. So that's why I'm asking the people in the house that are actually married or have that experience of marriage. Pamela, you're welcome back. Oh, you have to unmute. Yes.
Frankly speaking, we grow you. You are doing a very good work. This is the first
Thank
time I'm
you.
coming to your life.
Oh
In
wow.
fact, I yes, I your every day I watch your program, I listen to
Wow.
you. I like you
Thank
for
you.
one thing. You are straight. You say it as it is. You don't
Thank
mind
you.
how you tell them the truth, and that's why I keep following you and keep
Thank
doing
you.
it. It's good.
Thank
Madam
you.
Dupe, just to add a few, Madam Dupe has said it all. I think I go with so many things she said. I fought the man. The man should be a man in the first
Mm,
place. Not going around. You came out, all this has happened and all that. If I don't understand what he's trying to achieve, going with Boma, messing around with Boma, trying to be with them and telling them that he's okay with it and all that. Why? Did he really pay dowry on that woman? I'm
mm,
not sure. I'm not sure. For me, I'm not sure because a true African, Nigeria, will not take that. You see, if they accuse you of something, it's different. Now, this thing was watched by all of us. We saw it. And she came out. She pretended to us that she was like repentant, that this was mistake. Tega was pretending. I know, I don't know for every other person, but I know she was just saying that because she know what she's aiming to get. Okay, all
mm,
that said and done. I thought they would even go back to the drawing board as husband and wife to tell
mm,
themselves that we didn't do this thing well, oh, I'm wrong. Then this bring me back to that stories we've heard that men carry their wife to Italy and use them, send them out, meet other men and bring money. This is just the kind of thing two of them are portraying right now. For me,
yeah.
Tega should go back to the drawing board, like what Madam said. She's going to be the one to lose that, not man. Man can, go back and brush up himself and come back and carry on. But she's sowing her name totally. See her in the Pepsi where they were there. She behaved as if
Mm,
she does not care. She's okay with
mm,
everything. Then the Boma of, in fact, like one of your viewers said that I don't, like I don't even see anything, even to watch Boma film. I'm of that view too. Boma is really not a repentant person, and it does not respect anybody. Boma believes everybody are under. That's the way he behaves. Like, who are you? You are not important. That's why
true.
Boma sees everybody, the fans. So Boma is not to reckon with. So I don't even want to talk about Boma. But for Tega should go back, except truly, like she said, I remember she said, if my husband rejects me during while she was still in the house, if my
Yeah.
husband rejects me, I will go with the fame.
Mm,
I will go with the fame. And, if he does not accept me back, I will go with the fame. That was a strong word coming from that kind of person.
like
So
she
her
already
mind
made
is
up
up.
her mind.
She already made up her mind that, man, this marriage, if it works, fine. If it does not work, I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, she should come out and try and come out and, go back and say, no, I don't want this marriage to continue, and nobody will fault her. It's her life. Instead of
Exactly.
making us all look as if we don't know what we are doing, making us look stupid. That's the way Tega is, playing mind games with everybody.
Yeah.
Today you do this, like that interview you talked about, all lies. Instead of that opportunity for you to really express yourself and make viewers, make
Exactly.
the people get another view about you. That, oh, this is not what she wanted to do. It was just all a mistake and all that. Instead, she was just blaming the husband, saying all sort of, nonsense. Let me not take too much of time. Then, like Angel needs a good management. She's a small girl. She played the game. She tried all sort of nonsense, but she needs a good management because she's a brilliant girl. The way I look at her. Then LIQUOROSE and Emmanuel, no ship there. For me, no ship there. LIQUOROSE should be open. There are a lot of men outside that will appreciate her. She will get a
Mm,
more matured man, not age. I'm not going with age. Matured in a mind that can take care of her. She too, can be happy with. Ima is just a young guy. He needs his own life. For me, it might look like someone they are forcing on LIQUOROSE. I don't know. I'm saying my own view. People's view might be different, but what I watched Bbnaija this Shine Your Eyes season, and from my
mm,
own view, LIQUOROSE and Ima is not a chip. They are just putting them together to be one chip I don't pray it stay or it does not. At least I was a fan of Messi, even though I liked Ike. Ike was just a fool. I don't think he is wise. Let me not use an insultive word, but Messi was wiser when the ship was sailing. Messi was wiser. So now LIQUOROSE is in the other side. She should try and come back. She has done so well for herself. Yeah. So let me not take too much of time. Glory, I appreciate you. Keep doing what you are doing. God bless you. Yeah,
Thank
have a
you
nice
so much.
day.
Thank you
Yeah,
so much, Pamela. Thank you so
yeah,
much.
yeah.
Yeah, and
Bye. Yeah,
bye. So
yeah.
Choma, now we're here. I hope you're not offended. I'm sorry. Um, I just needed people who were actually in that world of, the adults. Yes, not like we're not adults, but I needed them to address those issues. But let's move on. Let's talk about Angel. Okay, briefly, let's talk about Angel. Um, what do you think about Angel's way of handling this newfound fame that she
You
has?
mean the social media like fame?
Yeah, the newfound fame.
Like I when she was in the house, like the way like her emotions were all like up and down. I thought, and she was also receiving hate and from people that did not like her lifestyle. I thought maybe this girl won't be able to handle it outside, because of how her mood swings used to change in and out in the house. But when she came out, I think she does see the trolls. Like I think she noticed the messages she gets from people, and maybe she's going through something, but she's trying to put up this strong image when, like, maybe posting. She's trying to just stay strong. I think I think it will come. There will be a time that it will be too much on her, and she might just fall back like Tega. That's what I think.
You're a very observant person. Exactly what you observe is the same thing I observe. Did you notice? And guys, I'm telling this to everybody. Please, I'm sharing the link again. If you observe the same thing that Chama and I observed, please just join the conversation. So, Chama, I noticed also that in the week 9, I think week 9 or week 10, did you notice that Angel developed? Okay, that was in the final week. Angel developed a new way of laughing. Did you notice that?
Very
Did you notice?
loud and
Very loud and I don't know,
yeah,
unrefined. I'm sorry, but very unrefined. Now, from the beginning of the show, when she laughed, she would just like, she
yes.
didn't really make it obvious. But in the week 10, I don't know if it was out of nervousness that, oh my God, the show is going to end soon. I'm going into the real world to face all my actions. I don't know if that's the case, or if it's because she's excited of getting to the finals. I don't know, but that was the first thing I noticed. That the way Angel started laughing in the house, it became different, very loud. Laugh was fronting and stuff. Now,
Yeah.
there's something I read somewhere that was a while back. People who laugh that way, like that kind of switch in the way people laugh,
Yes.
it comes from a deep place of, should I say, insecurity.
Yeah.
That was like, yeah. So
And
when she started laughing that way, I felt like, okay, this girl, she has a lot of insecurities that she's actually suppressing. I really hope she has that mental fortitude to handle it all when she comes out of the house. And I have followed all her interviews.
mhm,
And to be very honest, if there's one thing I noticed from all her interviews, I noticed someone who is scared. Even
yes.
though she tries to, oh, real hugger, she
Very
period,
hard
oh,
question.
blah, 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 oh, this, that, that. But beneath all of that facade, I
Mhm,
noticed someone that is actually scared. I
yes.
noticed someone that is hiding a lot of insecurity, someone that's actually suppressing a lot of feelings, emotions. And the next thing I just told myself is this girl needs to actually enroll to have a one-on-one with a therapist at
Yeah.
least for 1 month.
And
Not
a
just
good
that,
management.
yeah, not yeah, whether her management or not, she needs that one-on-one in a
Yeah.
therapy, because she actually did a lot in the house, of
A
course,
lot.
showing her private part I'm sure she must have seen the videos and she must have become very self-conscious that, oh my God, what are people saying already? What are people thinking about me? All those things. But on the flip side of it all, there's something I also noticed that while she's answering her questions during her interview, she's trying to claim this hard girl. I don't give a
Did my
damn.
full test. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't care what anybody say. I did this. I take you in my future. But deep beneath all of that, I just feel like there's someone that is actually really scared about people's perception. I don't know. Do you think the same thing?
Like she said, in terms of like her showing her body, like the way she carries herself, some somehow I feel like maybe she doesn't really care because in the house she baited with the guys. I was surprised to even hear that she baited with the guys in the house. Um, in terms of that, like her body, maybe she might. I'm not really sure, but the others, like fans were talking about her trying to support in my worship, trying to just try so hard to be that girl. I think maybe she is scared. I think, but she's just trying to, real hugger shit, cover everything up, and maybe thinking that some people are supporting her with the real hugger shit thing. And I also noticed that some celebrities, usually like they support. I go on that maybe Jackie P's comments, Sasuke's comments, some people's comments, and I see a lot of celebrities, Maria's comments in her comment section. But when it comes to Angel, it's like few people commenting under her post, like few celebrities that I thought would support her, not under her post. And maybe it might add to her anxiety. Maybe, I don't know, because yeah, like normally you see a lot of celebrities and someone like Angel, like she seems bold. You see a lot of celebrities under her comment section, you know. But yeah, I think Angel like will definitely break down sometime because I know Nigerians, they will not stop showing you until they see you like down. So I think Angel should just get a good therapist and maybe a good management to like just put her together, put her in place. Yeah.
And sometimes it's not even about the people, Nigerians, even trolling her. Because to be very honest, so let's be very realistic. Some people actually exaggerate the extent of the trolling, right?
Yes,
Some
yeah.
people thinking one person trolls them or two people trolls them about something, and they will just aggravate it and say, "Oh, people are
Mhm.
trolling." They make it so huge. So the thing is just like this Saga and Buma now. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to doubt the validity of them saying, oh, they're receiving death threats, but I'm wondering, like, do people really have that much time in their hands? I mean, when there are other things that they are, completely supporting. But let me not take all the words. Hi, Mimi.
Hi,
You're just
Glory.
chilling.
Yeah.
I like
Feeling.
that. You're welcome to this conversation.
Thank you.
Ah,
It's,
ah,
it's the
your
first time doing
energy.
live.
Nice. You see the way you're relaxed. I just want to chill like that now and listen to you talk. So shoot, let me hear what you have to say about Angel.
Well, actually, I think Angel needs help. She needs help. Looking from the way Angel played a game in the house and the way she came out now and what she's doing, it's really beyond seeing her on the surface and the clothes and the August sheet and period she's always saying.
Yeah.
I think she's a kind of deep person and she needs help. She needs somebody to assure her that
Mhm.
she's just enough. She doesn't have to be here and there to be relevant. She doesn't really have to be insecure because I think Angel is actually an insecure person. I mean, it's difficult for people to see that because she's always carrying herself. I have the boobs, I have the ass and everything. But if you look deep down inside Angel, she just really want to be relevant. you know. And I think it's part of what is affecting her now. About this, the troll and the death threats and everything, I don't think that is actually coming from any form of ship. I think that's really deep. It's really deep than what everybody's thinking. I don't think any shipper or any kind of ordinary person have the time to do that. So I think it's really deep. And the last time I think Dad also complained about people threatening them because Angel is the finals and this and that. So I think Angel just really needs help. And it takes somebody to actually study her very well to know this. If not, to just continue dragging people alongside with her. You continue going with her, you continue pitying her until you move aside a little bit and look at her. And then you will know that, yeah, I think this lady actually needs somebody to talk to. She needs a therapist.
Exactly. And I agree with you about the insecurity part because from inside the house, you see all the loudness that she does, all the things that she says, and every other thing. The moment someone tells her a truth about herself,
Yeah,
she flares up. She's
yeah,
inflamed. She's
yeah,
upset. She's angry. For her,
yeah,
nobody has any right to even mention it. Don't even
exactly.
breathe it. It's like you're seeing me naked. I know I am naked. I intentionally made myself naked. And then you are telling me, Glory, you're naked. And I'm like, how dare you tell me I'm naked? That is
Yeah,
Angel's epic reaction. Right
yeah.
from inside the house, you know.
And,
And
and
then she's
and
upset.
and look at it, that's not really normal. If you look at it very well, that's not
Mm-hmm.
normal. And Angel also has she has a kind of entitlement towards people. I don't know how to place this. You know, she will just believe everybody should be nice to her. Even if you're a friend or you're not a friend, you just have to be nice to her. That's not normal. You know,
Mm-hmm.
for
And
example,
that goes to show that you see this thing called maturity. I
Mhm.
think people will say maturity is not by the age, it's not by the number, but to be very realistic, I think the age it also has a huge role to play on maturity because to be very honest, for someone who's 21, what do you expect? For someone who's 21, let's be very,
Now,
very realistic. For
no,
someone
no,
who
I
I
don't agree
feel
with you.
yeah,
I don't agree with you on that. It's it's
okay.
not it's not about age. It's not about age. I think Saskia is 21, right? I mean, people are
Mhm.
different, right? We can't compare people. People are different. But I think it has to do with Angel's upbringing. Something has to be really, really defined in her roots. Even if Angel is 25, with the way she's going right now, do you think anything is going to change her so seriously that she's going to be behaving all right, even if she's 25? I
So
don't
the
think
reason why I mentioned Angel's age is because even if we even bring Sasuke into the equation, Sasuke also has her own moment. But
yeah,
because she shields it all beneath all that I am mature, I am woke attitude, people don't really get to see it as well. Yeah.
yeah,
I
yeah,
mean, in the house, there are certain things that Sasuke will do, and you have to take a second glance, like, okay, what just happened?
yeah,
I
yeah,
mean, we saw that happen with Cross. We were saying that Sasuke was very boring in the house. We needed to
yeah,
see some action, some activity, and then she started using Cross to come out of her shell, right? And when it did not really work in her favor, when it didn't really work the way she wanted it to work out, she became
hmm,
slightly offended about it.
yeah,
You get so for me that was our own way of displaying her level of entitlement. Hers is more subdued. Angel's one is very loud.
yeah,
Angel's insecurity is very, very loud. But for
yeah,
Sasuke, she has grown herself into this level of confidence that no matter what, you have to actually pay attention to actually notice when she's in that zone, right? But
mhm,
for Angel, it's really, really out there. And that's because she went into the house with a plan.
mhm,
She wanted to be that way because she
mhm,
wanted to win the show. She wanted a result. And it did not work out for her. So in the final week, she started panicking because she saw the caliber of people in the final with her, and she knew that okay, I will not win this thing. But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, I will have to go out and face the consequences of all my actions. Because if
Yeah.
you watch her diary sessions before the show ended, she said it to Biggie in the diary room that Biggie, I am scared. I know that a lot of people are going to come for me, people are going to bash me, but I'm going to try. I am not ready, but I'm going to try. She knew what was coming. And just as she predicted, because there's no smoke without fire. If you go into a show like Big Brother Naija and you do something that is out of the ordinary, you know it's going to generate a reaction, positive or negative. So she knew that every single thing she had been doing from day one was going to generate some crazy reaction. And she was
Yeah.
right. She came out and she saw everything,
She
you
saw
know.
everything. Yeah. And I also think that our management still have a lot of work to do, because in the middle round, the kind of answers she was giving to some of the questions were really just a little bit annoying. It doesn't
That's
put
the
her in the
negative
right light.
attitude that she was actually trying to say, like, oh, real get shit. I did this. I don't give an F. I don't care, you know. But deep down, you know that she actually cares.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think that is really gonna work for her, really. If you look at her engagement on social media, for example, on Instagram, you don't see really serious engagement under her post. That's not really good for her. And imagine when she posted a TikTok video with Davido, everybody was complaining. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, at this point in time, the game is gone, right? The game is, you've already played the game. Okay, you're just a fifth person. Now you just have to set things right. How do you want to move forward from this place? It's not dwelling on things that are already gone. And it's during the reunion time when you have to clear something with husbands, you do that. It's not like you will continue dwelling on things that are already gone, keep drawing yourself backward, you know.
I
To me,
think at this
that's not
point,
really
you need to
cool.
now mention this. Now, this is the part where you now get to realize that all these housemates, individuals that turn housemates for shows like Big Brother Naija, this is where they have to now get their priorities right. Because when they are in the house and they keep on saying, I'm just being myself, I'm just
Mm-hmm,
being myself. When you
mm-hmm,
constantly say, I'm just being myself, for instance, White Money saying, I'm just being myself, he's
mm-hmm.
not going to change anytime soon because now
Yeah.
people now identify him as this guy that has a large heart, that is
Mm-hmm,
very, very human conscious, is very, very kind and all of that. Now,
mm-hmm.
for Angel, I'm just being myself. She even went as far as saying that, oh, outside the house, I am Angel 2.0. I am worse than this. She keeps
she
saying,
she said during a media rant as well. She said
yeah, she said
normally
it,
she
yeah.
yeah, she said it. She said normally that's how I am. I'm a flirt. Actually I'm somebody that can be with one person at a time, but naturally I'm a flirt. At practice I'm even worse.
But
She
do you
said
know
it.
what she does not realize? Do you know what she does not realize?
Mm-hmm,
People that are actually following her on Instagram, they are
mm-hmm,
not seeing the girl that is a flirt. No. They are seeing the girl that is loose and available for anybody to toy with.
yeah.
That is the stark reality. And so one thing
Mm-hmm,
about Instagram, social media in general in Nigeria is if you portray yourself as a certain way, you need to
mm-hmm.
continue in that life because the following that you attracted them because of that thing you're doing. The moment you begin
Exactly.
to derail from that thing you were doing, they begin to lose interest and then they will start leaving or stop engaging with your content. Now,
Yeah.
if that's when you look, if you go through the comment section of Angel School on Instagram, you will see, oh, real hot girl shit, sexy babe, oh, hot girl. And then you ask yourself, okay, is this the only thing? Hot girl, sexy babe. And then this is me here expecting Angel that calls herself a writer, that calls herself
Exactly.
oh, a script writer, a film, want to be a film. What about bringing that part of you that's very, very talented and not just the part of you that is open, naked, loose, that kind of thing. And
Exactly.
that's where my fear comes in for her.
Even
How
in the
long
house.
can she sustain it?
Even in the house, when Angel was in the house, she promoted herself as being this real odd girl shit than being a writer. Sometimes you
Exactly.
wonder, is Angel a writer at all, or was she just faking it? You know, she really promoted this. Anything about sexual talks, she's always there. Have a truth or dare game that involves kissing and stuff like this, she's always there. And when they bring cool stuffs like, okay, let's show our talent, she's not just always interested. She's always forming dumb. She's always forming, oh, maybe she wasn't happy. You know, things like this. So I think now that she's out, she should have really pressed on that better than doing this period and odd girl shit and, you know. And one thing I would also like to talk about is this EMMANUEL ship. I have seen couples of videos from you and how you analyzed these guys, and I actually thought that Glory, I don't know why you view this ship as this. You know, one thing is people are really different. People are really different. And for a case like Emmanuel and LIQUOROSE, it's either you critically analyze that relationship or you don't just say anything about them, because it's actually more complicated than this surface that we're seeing. Firstly, if you want to talk about that ship, you will have to watch the show 24/7. It's not like you'll be watching. It's not like you'll be watching the night parties or the Friday parties and the eviction show, and you will come on YouTube and watch some short clips that you'll be like, oh, I know what to say exactly about this ship. You know, it's not the regular usual ship that we used to see on Big Brother. Sincerely, that's what I felt. I felt when I used to watch your videos and when I'm still watching your live today. I also think that you also have to understand that there was a lot of insecurities from people when it came to Emmanuel and LIQUOROSE. A lot of people just naturally believe that Emmanuel cannot like somebody like LIQUOROSE. It was just it's like a default setting in people's head. Like, no, Emmanuel will actually prefer a silicone heart or a big boob or something. I mean, that's really normal because it's this hot guy and things like that.
I actually have reservations to that, but I'll let you finish first.
Okay. I mean, it's just one thing. It could be true, you know. It may like people with big ass, big boobs, and things like that. But it doesn't really mean that he cannot like somebody like LIQUOROSE, you know. So I used to see a lot of comments like man buddy, this and that, this and that. Emmanuel likes Angel. I mean, that's a long story. But what I really felt was like, it doesn't mean that he can't like her, you know. And you also have to understand Emmanuel's personality. It was easy to cover up because of his looks, you know, because he's this fine boy, 6 packs and things like that. But if you look at Emmanuel critically, Emmanuel is not that really, really exposed. I mean, when I mean exposed, is not on the same exposure like somebody like Michael, for example. You know, I think I watched his interview recently and he said he started his business really early because he doesn't want to be an average person. And it might be one of the reasons that his social life was affected. You know, the first Saturday jacuzzi party that he had, Maria was trying to play with Emmanuel, splashing some water on his body. And Emmanuel said, stop, stop, stop. You know, if it were to be like 3 weeks later or something and LIQUOROSE was doing this, they would say, oh, he doesn't really like this girl. You know, I think there is a part of Emmanuel that is just naturally cold. It is something that he has to work on himself. I see him as somebody that is a mood swinger, that swings mood whenever he's angry. I think he's gonna do this to anybody. And when he does this kind of a thing on the TV, and LIQUOROSE on the other hand is just this outgoing person, always there. You know, it puts LIQUOROSE on the disadvantageous side. But it doesn't really mean that what is going on between them is not genuine. If you say that what is going on between them is not genuine, it will be totally wrong. Because from what I understood from the show, I mean, I watched the show a lot. I saw that Emmanuel actually cared for LIQUOROSE more than LIQUOROSE cared for Emmanuel. LIQUOROSE was more attracted to Emmanuel and his body and everything. And I saw her did a lot of cookings and everything. But I would say that if they ask Emmanuel to give up a task for LIQUOROSE to win, I think he will. But LIQUOROSE on the other side was very, very competitive. But I don't think that she will give anybody any chance to win anything over her. I mean, there are many ways to analyze this, actually.
Can I come in here? Can I come in here?
Sure.
All right. So I'm trying to breathe. Okay. I find your perspective very interesting, and it's refreshing to hear someone, talk about that shit from another angle. I really appreciate that. Just to clarify, a bit of the first thing you said about people thinking Emmanuel cannot be a person like LIQUOROSE, right? So, and that is why I like what you also said, that to understand these shifts, especially Emmanuel and LIQUOROSE, you have to watch the show 24/7. So, I personally can pride myself as one of such people that actually invested time and energy watching the show, 24/7. And I have my ways of watching it 24/7, of course, right? So that is why while they were still in the house, I was still very adamant that the ship was fake, beginning from the beginning. And let me tell you something. This is the 6th season of Big Brother Naija, right? Okay. Now the only people that could have gone, they would have gotten away with anything they did on the show are the people that participated in the first season. And the reason for that is because they did not have any sort of, should I say, antecedents or anything to learn from. I'm talking about Ebuka set. They just went into the show. That is, if they did not watch Big Brother Africa, they just went into the show. They did whatever they want to do in their natural element. And then people that acted in or participated in season 2, they went into the house, they did what they wanted to do, Now, people from season 3, 4, 5, 6, there's nothing anybody would tell me that will make me not believe that they did not learn some of the tactics that they bring into the game from the previous season. Do you understand? And it's a natural thing. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. You want to go into a competition, you need to do your research. Oh, what have people done before? How did it work for them? Did people like what they did? Do you understand? So now for Emma Rose, why I maintained strongly whilst the show was still on that we were not genuine, like the relationship was not real. And let me just correct something. I don't know how many people saw that, but the first person that actually text somebody on the mouth was LIQUOROSE. She was actually the first to actually text Emmanuel on the mouth, and Emmanuel was shocked. That day was on was it Saturday or Sunday? On a Sunday, I think Emmanuel was up for eviction. He was nominated. I can't remember if that was his first or second nomination. And LIQUOROSE spent a lot of time. They were in the wash area, the laundry area.
I watched it.
You watched that part. Okay, at least you agree with me on that one. He was actually surprised. Now, the day Emmanuel started investing a lot of time and energy into the relationship or the situationship was the day Ebuka questioned him. And it made LIQUOROSE feel bad. Remember that response he gave? We are comfortable in our blah, blah, blah. That thing really hurt LIQUOROSE. They talked about it that evening. They talked about it late at night. And the guy also had conversations with WHITEMONEY in the house, and he realized that, of course he must have known. Shippers, they like this kind of thing. You are setting up yourself with right. You have to make this right. Especially because the person involved has a huge fan base, more than anybody in the house. Do you understand? By virtue of the numbers she has as following on Instagram, TikTok, wherever. The guy buckled up and he started playing along. And if you did watch the show 24/7, you would have seen on several occasions where it is that camera in that kitchen area that they used to display their love a lot. No, be very, very factual. I'm telling you what I saw. I'm not telling you what somebody told me. Is it
Yeah.
that area where the carrying on the back took place a lot? Where the hugging, where the all those things took place a lot? It is that I know the cameras are busy. And even Tega said it. When the cameras are clicking on you, it means the camera is actually interested in what you are doing. So at that point in time, something clicks in your brain. Ah, the organizers might feel like this is content. Let's give them more. And they would do. And to be very honest, I don't have any issues with that because hey, what are you doing in the house if you cannot create content for the viewers? So for them, of course, they were creating content in their own way. So if people tell me they are creating content, I will 100% agree. And they successfully entertain a group of persons that loves what they were doing. But for me, I will not come and call content real love. No.
Glory, can I say something?
Mimi, come on. Let me tell you, we are human beings, right? I personally am a human being. I'm a very I'm trying not to use a certain word, so will not drag me. But when I love someone, and I want to really express my love, it's not on camera. We'll finish work behind closed doors. Like we'll do our love well because I want to be very expressive. For me, that kind of look at Nini and Saga when they are doing look their shenanigans. Do you notice that they do it beneath the duvet?
No. I'm not gonna talk about Nini and Saga. I mean, I'm not gonna invest my time in talking about something like that. No, it's a no for me. I mean, whenever I even see them on my screen, I really had a time to watch this year's Big Brother, really. And whenever I see Nini and Saga, I'm always not like, no, this is a no for me. It's a half thing for me, really. I don't see anything reasonable between Nini and Saga, to be sincere, because Nini said she has a boyfriend, and she said it several times to Saga. And to me, it wasn't a healthy thing to do. Saga, because of this, ignored everything that he could have done. Do you know that Saga is a vibe? I like the guy a lot. He has a lot to offer. And you are sitting on a one-legged chair and you decided to sit comfortably on it at the expense of you playing the game. I mean, that's so unreasonable. No one could push the other. Apart from doing their little go, I can't invest my time in watching something like that. I'm not even going to talk about them at all.
Maybe let me ask you the very obvious question because people are asking in the comment section below.
I can't see the comment section.
Are you an Imaro shipper?
No, I'm not a shipper actually. I just appreciate what happens between Emmanuel and LIQUOROSE. Sincerely, I really appreciate it.
Okay.
And I see beyond people saying that it's fake. No,
but I just want you to know that I don't think it was everybody that did not really appreciate the relationship that actually talked about that based on what you said that Emmanuel cannot date somebody. People thought Emmanuel cannot date somebody like LIQUOROSE. No, it was not that. All right, it was what people saw. I saw different.
I also saw it. I mean, before I could even think of talking about Big Brother, I must have watched it. I don't like watching short clips. I invested a lot of time watching it. And that's why I'm kind of convinced that no, this is not all about being fake. You know,
so when you watched did you watch week 10 back to back?
Almost back to back. I only don't watch when.
What did you notice in week 10?
Okay, yeah, that's a very good question. You know what? I think week 10, something happened. I don't want to be like delusional because if I say my point, it will be like, oh, you're just being delusional. You're just finding an excuse or something. No, I think at that point, they both realized that, okay, this is a game. We both came here for the money. Love or no love, we have to pursue this money. I think a lot of these things came from LIQUOROSE's side. And people are failing to see this. When they play the veto power game, if you looked at that scene very well, immediately Big Brother announced EMMANUEL as the winner. Did you see the camera on LIQUOROSE's face? She was a little bit. I think LIQUOROSE is very smart. Do you know? I think at that point she might have realized that EMMANUEL's being in final can mean a lot to her. I mean a lot in terms of votes. Because when I saw her face, I'm LIQUOROSE's face, really, but I'm just being realistic and factual here. When I saw her face, I was like, is somebody feeling competitive already? Is somebody feeling competitive? You know? And you can see that after the time, especially in the final week, she tried to bring herself a little bit away from EMMANUEL. I don't know what she was trying to do. Maybe she was just trying to dissociate herself so that people don't share her vote or something. But I saw this, actually. Things that LIQUOROSE would normally not do, she did. I can remember a particular scenario when he asked her, can we go upstairs and sleep? I think this was in the final week because they were already in the HOH lounge. Can we go to the can we go upstairs? She said, no, I want to sleep here. Then she slept on the couch. And after that, she went upstairs to play snookers with PERE. You know, and I think the accumulation of this actually made EMMANUEL realize a lot of things. Maybe I might be wrong, actually. This is what I noticed.
So let me come in here, yeah? So,
okay.
You know that every Sunday.
Okay. One thing, Glory, one thing. Do you remember a scene in the kitchen when EMMANUEL was singing People Having Fake Love to him while he was talking to WHITEMONEY? LIQUOROSE came, maybe he hugged him from the back or whatever, I don't know. But he was singing people showing fake love to him and things like that. You know,
no, I know what you are saying. I understand your example. Oh my god, this conversation is okay. So you see that veto power part, yeah? That veto power part. That part, what I saw was LIQUOROSE happy that EMMANUEL won the veto power because she knew that automatically he was going to save her. That was what I saw, right? And of course, it's for me, that was a genuine feeling. Of course, that oh fine, that means your selection from the get-go was right because the person you actually stuck with in eventually turned out to be your savior somehow in the final, right? So I did not really see any competition between them because
no.
I perceive, right? I just what I said.
1 minute, just 1 second. Okay, just 1 minute. I'm not saying that she wasn't happy, but you could see on LIQUOROSE's face. I mean, you just have to look at it that she knows that this is competition already. I mean, when I watched it, I saw it. She was happy, of course, but I just saw this. I saw this thing on her face.
So there's another thing that you actually did not really see. There's another thing you actually did not really see in that final week, right? EMMANUEL stopped making an effort.
I saw that.
Because immediately, I think that was in week 4 or week 3 when Ebuka asked that question about their sheep. What were they doing? And EMMANUEL started trying to, put in more energy so that it would not look like it was one-sided. The moment they finished week 9, EMMANUEL relaxed. For him, my work is done. He was done trying to play any script anymore. Angel even changed. Angel started wearing skirts.
No, Glory, no. Angel started wearing skirts even before that time. People were saying that Biggie called Angel to order. Even if you notice, maybe week 8 or week 9, Angel started dressing some kind of way. Isn't that true?
Biggie actually called her and corrected her because of her revealing her private part on camera. And she tried. She was kept that very day, but it was not an everyday thing. But in week 10, it was almost an everyday thing. Even when they had the jacuzzi party, she dressed decently. Remember, after Biggie corrected her, she still reviewed her bum during the jacuzzi party. What I'm trying to say is,
That's
in week
normal.
10, everybody who had a strategy, everybody, including even white money, they relaxed because for them, they had gotten to the finish line. So no more playing scripts, no more acting dramas and whatnot. And another reason why Licorice did not follow Emmanuel upstairs when he wanted to sleep, like that. Emmanuel in that final week, he was already playing obvious flirting games with Angel. And Nicole was seeing all those things. But she did not know that it was that deep. That was why during her interview, when she showed that clip during the final Saturday night party, she was shocked because she had an idea that he was actually flirting with most girls in the house. But Emmanuel and Angel's one, it became very obvious. Emmanuel could not really hide it anymore. And I was asking myself, okay, what game are you playing? No more nomination, no more eviction. This is the final. It is now left to voters to determine the winner. So, you know what? We can actually drag this conversation for a long time, but I really need to end this live show because it's almost
Yes,
3 hours.
we
But I
can
really
actually talk
appreciate,
about this for hours. Yes, yeah, you're
yeah,
right.
but I really appreciate you raising this point because I hope the Emerald shippers will be bold enough because I've been begging them to come online and say to my face with their full chest virtually what they've been typing in the comment section. But sadly, they do not have the balls to come on
Yeah,
here and say
it's
it.
really
So
it's really difficult to decide, and that's why if you say something, people will come for you. People
I
see
mean,
this
I,
in
I
different
appreciate your perspective because you have been able to give some level of, should I say, defense. Yes, you've given some level of defense for Emaroshi. So you guys should be proud that you have me here that I've actually spoken for all of you. And we're going to have another meeting again next week. I'm still going to invite you people to come and talk because if I catch you people in my DM on Instagram, I'm going to be posting you guys my stories. Straight up. I'll be giving you publicity on my stories. But that's by the way. Thank you so much, Nini. I really have to end this live stream right now. I mean, we've been here
All
for a
right.
while. I really
Yeah.
appreciate you coming from that angle. Thanks for bringing that fire to the conversation. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a long one, a very long and interesting conversation. And I appreciate every single person that participated in this conversation. Dupe Omiwade, Peter, Mimi, Chioma, Pamela. If I cannot remember your name, you're special. Thank you all so much for joining this conversation. I really appreciate your contribution. Um, this is where we're going to end this particular live stream today. And let me also remind you all once again that Buddha Ultimate Search begins tonight, 8 p.m. I am going to be giving you all my reviews about the show. So if you are looking forward to another interesting ride with me in the world of reality TV shows, stay tuned to my channel. Of course, you know that this is where you get the most factual, accurate, detailed analysis, right? You don't get that anywhere else. You get that from Practice Speaking with Yuri, Elijah. That said, everybody enjoy the rest of your evening. Have an amazing, amazing weekend. And I'll see you all shortly. Bye.